Hi, welcome back guys. This is your friend, the What If guy, back with another fanfiction. This is the first part of What If Issei had the balance breaker. Now before starting, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more videos like this. Now let's get into the fanfic. A brown-haired boy slept peacefully in a hammock, carefree, but deep within his mind he was embarking on an adventure of his own. Where am I? What is this place? He wondered. You have awakened, young one, a voice echoed. Issei, the name isn't young one, it's Issei Hayadu. Such high power you possess. What is it that you desire? Issei, what? Suddenly, 3 small pillars emerged from the ground, revealing a sword, a shield, and a wand. Choose which you would like to keep. Issei, I guess I choose the sword. As he reached for the sword, it vanished into thin air. You have chosen strength. Now choose what you would like to give up. Issei, give up? Alright, I give up the shield. I hope I'm making the right choice. You have chosen the path of a warrior. Is this what you desire? Issei, yes, this is what I choose. The ground beneath him began to crumble, and Issei fell onto another floor, landing on his back. Ow! He exclaimed, quickly getting up and walking to the center of the small stage. He gazed at the image on the floor, a girl in a yellow dress. Don't be afraid, you are strong. Prepare yourself for the dangers that lie ahead. Issei, huh? Weird shadow creatures began to appear behind him. One lunged at him, but the sword he had chosen materialized in his hands, along with 2 red gauntlets adorned with a green jewel on the back of his hands. What the? Time for action. Issei declared, gripping the sword in a reverse hold and dashing at the enemies before him, slicing one in half. Training with the others is why I can wield a sword like this. Bring it on, you strange blobs. As he fought the shadow monsters, one attacked from behind. He defeated it and stood tall, sword still in hand. That actually hurt, he said, surprised. Then, a chest appeared before him. He tapped it with his sword, and it opened to reveal a potion. He drank it, feeling revitalized. Alright, what's next? I just want to wake up from this dream. It's gotten weird enough. Can you face your fears? Can you confront the darkness that lies within the world? Issei, darkness? What? He turned to see his own shadow morphing into a strange creature. What the? He shouted, narrowly rolling out of the way of a giant fist. Why does this thing remind me of him? Well, I guess I have to fight too. Let's go. Issei dashed up the creature's arm, reaching its eye and stabbing it. The monster went berserk, swatting at him, but he managed to stab his sword into the ground, slowing his fall. That was close, he gasped. The monster slammed its hand to the ground, summoning smaller versions of the shadows he had fought. Oh, come on. Issei groaned. He regained his battle stance and charged at the little shadows, slicing them apart. With each victory, he felt a surge of power and speed, noticing his gauntlets glowing green. Just go away, he shouted. Issei rushed at the creature's head again, stabbing it and slicing downwards, ultimately defeating the beast. Yeah, take that. Such strength and skill. But will you be ready for what lies ahead? The ground began to swallow Issei, pulling him down. No, no, no. Somebody help, he cried. Prepare yourself, young one. A great adventure awaits you. Issei shot upright from the hammock, landing face first in the sand. Oh, that was one weird dream. Hey, Issei. Finally awake. A voice called. Issei, huh, Sora? Hey man, you're making us do all the work. Issei, sorry, Sora. I just had a strange dream about dark creatures and being swallowed up or something like that. Hey, like me. Sora replied. You too? Issei exclaimed. Yeah, I found it odd. Did we somehow have the same dream? That's awesome. Issei, hey. Anyway, how are Kairi and Riku doing? Sora, Riku is busy with something else. Kairi is preparing everything we need. I need to collect food for the trip. Issei, alright, what do you need? Fish. Issei, I've got this. Don't worry, tell Kairi I'll get them to her in a bit. Thanks, man. Sora said. No problem. Issei grabbed a spear and dove into the water, hunting for fish. He had been doing this for a couple of years, remembering when he first appeared on this island at the age of 12. Sora had found him first when he woke up, questioning where he was. All he remembered was sleeping in his bed, and now he was on this beach, with no memories of his previous life or his real parents. All he knew was his name, Issei. He would hold on to that until he could truly remember his past. For now, he lived with Sora, who was now 15, while Issei was 16. Sora, I caught 20 fish. Is this enough? Issei called out. More than enough. Sora replied. Alright. Kairi, Issei, you always get carried away with this stuff, don't you? Issei, sorry, I just can't help being useful around here. Riku, well, that makes you better than Sora in my book. Sora, hey. Issei, yeah, give Sora some credit, he got the egg from the tree. Even I was a bit scared to take it from that strange bird. Kairi, you too? Issei, have you seen the beak of that thing? Riku, I even question if that thing was actually a bird. Sora, how did you manage to get the egg? Sora, I may have had someone distract it while I took it. Issei, you had Titus distract it? Sora, yeah. Riku, Issei, help me take care of the thing. Issei, here we go again. Sora, Titus, we're coming. Kairi, oh no. The group took care of the bird while Issei playfully scolded Sora for pushing the bird toward Titus. Afterward, they went to fix up the raft they had planned for a while. At first, Issei wanted no part in it, but Sora persuaded him by mentioning they might find where Issei used to live, which got his attention, and he agreed. Issei, so everything is set up for tomorrow, huh? Sora, yeah, we finally get to leave the island and see new worlds. Kairi, yeah, all of us together. Issei, I'll leave you two alone. Sora, I'll see you back at home. Enjoy your time together. Sora, hey. Issei walked off to his boat and started paddling back home, with Riku following behind, both smirking as they watched Sora and Kairi having their moment. Issei, if those two don't confess soon, I'll have to give Sora a nudge. Riku, you and me both. Issei, well, I'll see you tomorrow at the raft, Riku. Maybe we'll find my home and see where I really belong. Riku, yeah, see you man. They both went their separate ways, with Issei arriving home, greeting his stepmother, and heading toward his room for a nap. Sora came into the room as well, lying down and waiting for tomorrow to come quicker until he noticed a storm brewing outside. Sora, Issei, the raft. Issei, What? Sora, a storm is coming, and the raft could be destroyed. Dang it. Issei's stepmother called from the kitchen. Issei, dinner is ready. Issei, oh, she's going to be mad when we don't show up for dinner. Sora, let's go. They both jumped out the window and ran toward their boat, paddling toward the island. Once they arrived, they noticed two other boats. Issei, Riku and Kairi must be here. Dang it, Sora, I'll go check on the raft. You go look for the others. Issei ran toward the raft to see if it was okay, but upon arrival he found it in pieces destroyed. All their hard work was gone. Issei, dang it. We have to get the others out of here. Riku, Kairi, Sora, where are you guys? Issei was about to head to the palm tree where they always hung out to see if they were there, but he encountered strange shadow creatures emerging from the ground. Issei, great. I don't even have a weapon. He jumped over them and kept running toward the palm tree, but everywhere he went, he saw the shadow creatures. Issei, this has to be a dream, just a messed up dream, right? I was taking a nap. All of this has to be in my head. A voice echoed, are you willing to face the darkness? Say, get out of my head. I'm just a teen, what is going on? Issei, Sora, Riku, Kairi, where are you? Sadly, he didn't get far before a couple of the shadows jumped him, bringing him down to the ground. Issei, this is real. Am I going to be defeated here by these things? Sora, Riku, Kairi, my only friends. A voice asked, do you desire the strength to fight? Say, what? Are you willing to wield such a weapon to protect your friends? Issei, I don't know what weapon you're talking about, but any weapon will do, just let me protect my friends. Then awaken, partner. for I will give you strength. Be careful, young one. The weapon you have been given will be the one to guide you. Without warning, a burst of energy surged through Issei. He felt a change within him. His arms were now adorned with gauntlets like the ones he saw in his dream. The next weapons he received confused him. They looked like keys but also resembled blades. Issei, keyblades? Don't focus too much on those weapons, partner. Focus on the foes in front of you. Issei, yeah, whatever. Sora, say. Issei, Sora? Wait, where did you get that? Sora, I should ask you the same thing. You have 2 of them in gauntlets. Issei, screw it. We'll talk later. Help me handle these things. Sora, yeah, I've got your back. Both began fighting off a giant horde of shadow creatures, slicing them away. Issei didn't think he'd be good at dual-wielding 2 blades, but he quickly got the hang of it. He even saw Sora's reflexes improve as he dodged attacks and sliced through enemies. Issei, Sora, where's Riku? Sora, I don't know. He mentioned something about the gate being open that we could finally leave this island. I don't know what he meant by that, but then he just disappeared. Say, what? Sora, I don't know, maybe he means that door in the cave. Issei, the one we always tried to open? Sora, yeah. Issei, so it opened. Wait, Kairi, where is she? Sora, I don't know, I haven't seen her. Issei, come on, let's check the cave, she could be there. I sense a presence over there, so you are correct. Issei, thanks whoever you are. You'll have to give me your name later. Come on, Sora. Sora, alright. Both of them ran toward the cave, putting their weapons away. They saw Kairi standing there, but before Sora could reach her, a gust of wind blew her away and she vanished. Sora, Kairi. Issei, what the hell? Before they could say anything else, they were pushed back all the way to the beach, where they saw the place in ruins, completely destroyed. Issei, you've got to be kidding me. Sora, Issei, look. They both saw the giant monster again, and both Issei and Sora recognized it, pulling out their weapons. Sora, give us back our island. Issei, I'll take you down. They began attacking the beast, with Issei aiming for its eyes, but he was knocked to the ground. Sora aimed for its fist, landing some solid hits before being sent flying to the sidelines. Boost. Say, what the? Don't forget you have me to help. You are not alone, partner. Issei, alright, let's keep going. With a sudden boost, Issei's speed increased, and he sliced a finger off the monster. Issei, holy! Sora, don't forget about me. Sora jumped from its hand all the way to its head, stabbing it directly. The monster fell backward, and Issei jumped in, slicing its head completely off. They watched as a heart flew into the sky and disappeared. Issei, okay, we defeated it, but why isn't the beach coming back? Sora, I don't know. The two looked around until Issei felt himself being pulled into the air. Sora grabbed him just in time, holding onto a plank of wood, but Issei's grip slipped, and he ended up flying into the air. Sora, Issei. Sora held on for as long as he could until he was pulled into the air as well. Destiny Island was no more. It was gone, and Sora, Riku, Kairi, and Issei had no way of returning for now. In another world. Please, officer, I know it's been 4 years, but you have to find my baby boy. Officer. Look, Mrs. Hype, we have tried everything to find this kid. We just can't locate him anywhere. It's like he disappeared off the face of the earth. I know it must be hard for you. We still have the lines open to see if anyone has seen the child. We will inform you. I just want my baby back. Itsuki, why did someone have to take my only child? Itsuki, I don't know, Hannah, but we will find him. I promise he's our child after all. Issei, wherever you are, my boy, please be safe. Somewhere not too far away stood a white-haired man, smiling. To think there was a KeyWielder in this world, now he's with that boy. How interesting things will become. With Issei in a whole new world. Issei was unconscious in the middle of a big city, feeling his face being liked by 2 small tongues, which confused him until he finally began to wake up and saw 2 little blue fox creatures. Say, what are you two? Instinctively, Issei pulled out the weapons he had, but the 2 creatures didn't cower in fear, they just stared at him, smiling. Issei, huh, you're not like the shadow creatures I fought back on Destiny Island. Wait, where am I? Looking around, Issei found himself near a bell tower with a fountain behind him. Issei, Sora. Where? You guys? This wasn't supposed to happen. Why did I agree to this? If I had stopped them with the raft, we would all be on the island. Dang it. The two fluffy creatures saw Issei in distress and crawled up his back, rubbing against his cheeks. Say, thanks you too. I still don't fully know you or even what you are. Seems something like a dragon with a fox. Issei, how does that look like a dragon? And who even are you? Drake. My name is Drake, partner dragon of domination. It seems we will be on quite the adventure together. Issei, great. Wait, last time you were able to sense life in the cave. Can you sense Sora here? Drake. The brunette kid? Yes, he's past the double doors over there. He seems to be against another person and badly losing. Issei, what? I have to get to him. Issei ran towards Sora, with the creatures following behind. Issei, why are you two following me? Fire. Issei, not much getting out of you two. Whatever, if you can help me, that would be perfect. Fire. Issei reached the spot where Sora had defeated Leon and then passed out. A fighter, aren't you? Issei, leave him alone. Huh? Before Leon could react, he saw Issei's keyblade hit him straight in the face, sending him stumbling backward. Issei, Sora, you okay, buddy? Sora, Kairi. Issei, good, he's just asleep right now. Issei set Sora down, resting against the wall. Leon, cheap trick kid. Issei, shut it. You tried to hurt my friend and thought you'd get away with it. Issei summoned both of his keyblades into his hands, along with his gauntlets. Leon, too? Hey, relax, Leon. He just wanted to test the strength of your buddy there. He wasn't really trying to hurt him. Issei, Leon, Yuffie. Yuffie, hey, Leon. I watched everything, and you took it easy on him, didn't you? Of course. You didn't think I'd go all out on some kid who barely knows what he's getting into. And you have two of those weapons. How is that possible? Issei, even I don't know. I just wield them, and now I have these two flying creatures with me. Fire. Yuffie, it looks like a fox but has wings, and it's adorable. Issei, I don't even know why they are following me. Why are you following me, you two? Fire. Drake. It seems they just like the aura you give off, partner. They will follow you for the time being. Yuffie, what the heck is that? Issei, oh this? Something that came with my blades was a dragon within these gauntlets called Drake. Even I don't know how this is happening, all I know is he's helping me in my battles. How odd. I've never seen a weapon like that, Leon remarked. One of a kind, Drake replied. We can talk more at my apartment. We'll tell you about the enemies you're facing and what weapon you really are wielding, Yuffie suggested. Yeah, thank you very much. Issei said, picking Sora back up over his shoulder and following Leon and Yuffie. They said the key would be here, one figure exclaimed. Gorsh, you don't think we missed them? Another asked. Impossible. How would they be able to leave this world without us? A third added. I guess you're right. Well, it's best we keep looking, the first one concluded. With Issei and Sora, they listened to Leon explain about the heartless creatures born from hearts that fell purely into darkness, devoid of any light. He explained how they were the only ones capable of wielding a weapon to release those lost hearts and guide them back to their true selves. Wait, Wyatt. I never wanted to be chosen for this, and neither did Sora here. Why did we get these things? Issei questioned. I understand why I was chosen. I remember my memories. But Issei, maybe you agreed to it and forgot? Sora suggested. Oi, Drake, is there a way you can access my memories or something? I'm tired of not knowing anything about my past. Issei exclaimed. Sorry, partner. That's something I can't access for some reason. There's a seal on it by some guy. I can barely read his name on this thing. But yeah, your memories are sealed up for a while, Drake explained. Crap. Issei muttered. So it seems you both are at a dead end, huh? Leon observed. Yeah, but for now, all I know is that Sora and I got this ultimate weapon given to us, not even by choice, and now we have to save other worlds. Yeah, seems like an average Sunday to me. Issei replied. On the bright side, we don't have school, huh? Sora added. Lazy idiot. Issei shot back. Suddenly, Issei noticed more Heartless appearing, a new armored version. Darn it. Looks like they've upgraded to armor. Issei exclaimed. Yuffie, go. Leon commanded. We'll be right behind you. Sora assured. Yuffie dashed toward a door, inadvertently slamming it into someone against the wall, while Issei and Sora jumped out a window, chased by more Heartless. Screw off. Issei shouted. Dragon shot. Issei summoned his gauntlets and fired an energy beam toward the Heartless, shocking Sora. Where did you learn that? Sorest. Something Drake said I could do, but not much since my magic reserves are low. Issei replied. Dang it. Well, come on, let's go to the 3rd district as Leon said. Sora urged. Yeah. Issei agreed. Both of them ran toward the 3rd district, pursued by a swarm of Heartless. They didn't want to get involved, but upon reaching the 3rd district, they found the door locked. That Leon guy said we could use these things to open any lock, right? Can we open this? Issei asked. Now's not the time, Issei. We've got enemies. Sora warned. All right, let's do this, Sora. Issei declared. Both took out their keyblades and began slicing through the Heartless, even throwing their keyblades like boomerangs, which returned to their hands. Screw off. Issei shouted. Anyone else want to mess with us? Sora challenged. Now don't get cocky, Sora. We only took down small fries. We're lucky we aren't fighting any type of boss or anything, Issei cautioned. Not far away, they heard an explosion and looked up to see 2 figures flying through the air. Is that a duck? Issei wondered. Wait a minute, are they coming toward us? Sorest. More like you, bye. Issei said, running away with his little companions hanging on tight. What do you? Sora began, but before he could finish, the 2 figures landed on top of him. Gorsh, Donald, you alright? One asked. Yeah, Goofy, but we still have to find the Donald started. Key. Goofy interrupted, noticing the keyblades Sora had. Get off me. Gah, Issei, you could have moved me with you. Sora complained. Where's the fun in that? Issei replied with a grin. Gosh, Donald, look. He has 2 keys. Goofy exclaimed. What? Donald responded, confused. Issei looked at them, puzzled. Yeah, I will too. What's up with that? 3 keys? Which one is the right one? Goofy asked. If anything, I'd say Sora's the correct one. I mean, look at it, it's a literal key. Issei pointed out. We can't risk it. We will have to, Donald began, but before he could finish, they saw a giant purple suit of armor falling from the sky. What? Issei said, eyes wide. Something doesn't feel right. Sora added. Yeah, let's do this, Sora. Issei declared. Don't leave us out. We'll help too. Donald insisted. I've got your back. Goofy chimed in. I'll handle the hands then. Issei said. Goofy and I will handle the legs. Donald announced. I've got the head. Sora shouted. Alan Elin, I expect you two to help me. Issei called to his companions. Since they would stick with him, he chose to name them, hoping they liked the names. Drake chimed in. Don't leave me out of this, partner. Boost. Issei shouted, and they all charged at their target. Donald and Goofy went for the legs, with Goofy sliding on his shield and knocking them away from the body. Issei was chased down by the hands, almost getting smacked, but his little companions spread their wings and flew him into the air. They fought midair while Drake boosted Issei's power, allowing him to put away his keyblades and engage in a hand struggle with the flying hands. I'm more of a hand-to-hand guy, but if I have to use my blades, I will. But not today. Issei declared. Dragon Crusher. Issei shouted, crushing the hands with his bare hands. They weren't done yet, so he pulled out his keyblades and stabbed the hands in the back, destroying them. Hands down. Issei exclaimed. Legs out. Donald added. Sora finished off the body and legs by slicing it in half, causing it to explode. They all watched as a heart released into the air. And that's another heart freed. Issei noted. How dark was that person's heart to create that big guy? Sora pondered. We can at least try our best to free them, Sora, Issei encouraged. But first we have to find Riku and Kairi. They're out there somewhere. We have to go back to our island. It's our home. Sora insisted. Yeah, but how do we go searching for them? Issei asked. If you haven't noticed, we can't really travel from world to world. Donald, we can help with that. Sora, huh? Goofy, what Donald is trying to say is, join us. We will be traveling to many worlds, helping and saving them on our journey. I'm sure we will run into your friends. Donald, what? Issei, what, not willing to help us, Duck? Because as I see it, we can help you with your adventure. It seems you need Keyblade wielders, so if you want us to join, you will have to promise us we can also look for our friends. Donald, why I oughta? Say, bring it. Sora, enough. Say, Leon, the little guy has a voice in him. Issei, Leon. Leon, hey Issei, and listen you two. It would be a good choice to go with him. You will meet your friends along the way, but it seems they need your help. Issei, teach, but the way this duck sounds, he's just trying to use us. Sora, Issei please. They aren't bad people, they helped us. We can at least return the favor. Issei, sigh hey, look, I'm sorry for how I talk to you. I'm just worried about my friends, okay? So please, if you can promise me that if we find them, we can take them along. They are very important to me and Sora. Donald, I don't know. Goofy, of course. Donald, Goofy. Issei, great. Then I'll be sure to be as helpful as I can. Oh wait, can I take these two with me? They really don't want to separate from me. FireEye. Donald, whoa, what are they? Issei, I honestly don't know. I just call them Alan and Elin. Here, have a look. Issei passes Alan to Donald, who seems quite chill with it. Donald, as long as they don't mess up our flying, we should be good to go. Issei, great. Sorry, my name is Issei Hayadu. Pleasure meeting you. Donald, Donald Duck. Goofy, name's Goofy. Sora, and I'm Sora. Issei, let's get along from now on and help each other to the best of our abilities. Yeah. Leon, these four are the heroes we are depending on. Issei, I can hear you. Leon, how? Issei, something about Drake within me enhances my senses. I'm still figuring him out, but I'll get there. Goofy, Gorsh, such a strange weapon. Donald, never seen anything like it. Issei, yeah, neither have I. But come on, let's get to your ship and continue this adventure. Sora, let's find our friends and go back home. Sora, yeah. And that's where I'll end this chapter. A new story begins. Issei is a Keyblade wielder, and we're starting from Kingdom Hearts 1. No, Issei won't take Sora's role. Sora will still be the main hero, and some enemies from Issei's world will appear from time to time. But yeah, this is the end of this chapter. The four friends are now in the ship, flying around to a new world. Issei was surprised, and so was Sora. This whole thing was very new to them, and now here they were, traveling to different worlds, trying to save them something Issei and Sora weren't expecting. But now they hold the responsibility to help, and that's what they'll do. For now, the group arrived at their destination, landing but ended up falling into a hole, descending slowly. Issei was falling normally, as were Sora and Donald, but it was Goofy who chose to sleep midair. Issei, Goofy, Donald, let him find out in a bit. Sora, but Donald, just watch. They finally landed on the ground, everyone landing nicely, but Goofy landed right on his back, smacking his head on the floor. Issei, you alright, Goof? Goofy, yeah, just a light headache now. Sora, hey guys look. The three turned to see a rabbit running and yelling that he was late, confusing the group. Issei, what is he late for? And my next question is, why is there a talking rabbit? Sora, you ask that, but we are with a talking dog and duck. Issei, good point. The four of them began walking toward where the rabbit was going, just to see it shrink and run through a door. Issei, how the heck? Oi, Donald, mind giving me a hand? Donald, on it. So both Issei and Donald began yanking on the doorknob, trying to pry it open until. Knob. My word, can't someone get some shut-eye here? Issei, holy crap it talks. Goofy, Gorsh, we're sorry for disturbing your sleep, but we are trying to find a way to get smaller. Knob. Yawn, those bottles on that table over there will make you shrink, and the other will turn you back to normal. Now, if you need me, I'll be taking my nap again. Issei, lazy knob. All four of them went toward the drinks, each getting a sip, and they all began shrinking down. Issei stayed the same height to move the bed, blocking their way for a new route, and he drank the potion, becoming the same size as Sora and the others. Going through the entrance, they found themselves in a court. Issei, what the heck is going on? Sora, I don't know, Donald. Donald, a court it seems. Let's not get involved. Issei, well, let's see what happens. So they watched as the girl Alice faced an unfair trial, all just because the queen said so. If she committed a crime, it was because she said so. This was getting under Issei's skin. He pulled out his gauntlets, ready to attack, but Goofy held him back. Goofy, say calm down. Nothing will be solved with violence. Issei, tell that to the heartless we defeat. They continued watching, but once they heard the Queen of Hearts say that she attacked her, aiming for her heart, Issei and Sora's attention was caught. Issei, that's heartless. Off with her head. Say, oh no you don't. Without thinking, Issei punched the ground beneath them, causing a mini-quake that made the guards fall over, giving Issei the chance to grab Alice, picking her up in a bridal style. Donald, ah crap. Issei, my lady. Alice, who are you? Issei, call me Prince Charming. Sora, Prince Charming my butt. Queen, what in the world is going on? And just who are you people? Issei, heroes to this innocent girl you are trying to execute. What proof do you even have that she's the one who attacked you? Queen, because I said so. Issei, not a good enough reason, you old hag. Sora, Issei, calm down. Look, please listen. It's not her, it's the heart. Goofy and Donald began shushing Sora since he couldn't tell her about the heartless. Issei, listen old hag, this girl here isn't the one you want, and don't you dare ask for proof since you don't have any either for her being guilty. Queen, well, someone has to take the blame. Issei, here, I'll make you a deal. Sorry Alice, was it? Issei and Alice will be your prisoners since I did assault your guards. Sora, Donald, Goofy, I'm sorry, but you'll need to find evidence. Sora, Issei, will you be alright? Issei, yeah, don't worry. I can protect myself now. Queen, I will accept being imprisoned, but you have to give my friends a chance to find evidence. Deal? Deal. Guards. Issei and Alice were placed in a cage, waiting for Sora to find evidence. Sora gave one last look at Issei before heading into the forest. Issei, so, Alice, may I ask what's up with the queen? Why is she so demanding and selfish? Alice, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever seen her. She's just so mean. But why did you risk yourself to save me? Issei, I don't know, it was just a reflex. I can't stand to see someone get hurt, especially without any proof that they're evil. Alice, so you're just a nice guy? Issei, yeah, that's why I'm here with you. The reason I didn't go with Sora is that I know he can handle himself, especially with his friends. But I don't trust the queen. If she does anything to hurt you, I'll fight to protect you. Alice, thank you Lin. Issei Hayadu, but just call me Issei. Alice, thank you very much Issei. Issei and Alice waited for Sora to return. Soon, he came back with a lot of evidence, but the queen made Sora choose the right evidence. When he chose correctly, a heartless appeared right in front of her. Issei, see, that's the culprit. So Alice is innocent. Queen, silence. I choose who's innocent and who's guilty, and she is still guilty. Guards. Say, what the? Issei and Alice were covered by a red robe and lifted into the air within the cage, unaware that trouble was coming their way. Issei, where are we? This isn't the cage. Alice, say. Issei, Alice. Let her go, you pirate. You say something, brat? Sorry, but I don't mess with weaklings. Get out of my sight. Issei dodged a bomb thrown at him and pulled out his keyblades, ready to attack, but was suddenly grabbed by the throat and choked by a giant, imposing figure. Seems like we also brought a pest with us. What shall we do with him? Throw him through the portal? I don't care where he ends up, we got Alice, and that's all that matters. Issei, who are you people? Let's just say we're your worst nightmare. Issei, you're not sharks. Issei was thrown through a portal, landing who knows where, with his little blue friends on his shoulders. Issei, great. Just who were those people, and how was that giant cat so strong? Now where am I? Sora. Issei began running through a vast forest until he reached a beach. Issei, I know this isn't Destiny Island, but where am I? Fire-Eye. Issei, Al and Elin, what do I do? I'm stranded. Issei sat there feeling a bit upset. He had Alan and Elin, but he really didn't have friends by his side. Issei, what island is this? It doesn't seem to have anyone here. Hello? Anyone there? As Issei walked along the beach, he stumbled upon a giant broken box. He approached it to see if anything was inside, but found nothing. However, he noticed footprints leading somewhere, and they didn't look human. Issei, this must be a heartless. Drake, I don't know, partner. These seem like animal tracks. Issei, could a heartless evolve and become an animal? Drake, you saw it become one with armor, so yes. Issei, great. He continued for a little longer until he saw what made the footprints. It wasn't just one thing, he saw several animals, a lion, a zebra, a hippo, and a giraffe. Issei, what the heck? Drake, why is the lion chasing that zebra? And why does it seem angry? If you understand what world Issei is in already, then I like you. Issei watched as the giraffe and hippo broke up the fight. To his surprise, he realized he could actually understand them, so he chose to speak up. Issei, hey. Why are you fighting? Huh? A human. That means we must be in civilization. Issei, no. What? Issei, yeah, I don't think you're anywhere near civilization since I'm the only human you've seen, I'm guessing. Dang it. Gee, Marty. This is what happens when you say you wish to be in the wild. Marty, what are you complaining about, Alex? This is the dream. Come on, Melman and Gloria, you have to agree this is the life. We are free to run, free to live freely. This is the life. Issei, while I may not know this zebra, he has a point. It's fun to live freely, but there's a slight problem with that. What's the point of living freely without any friends? And it seems like your friends aren't too happy with your choice. Marty, I mean yeah, but... Alex, no buts, Marty. You've ruined our lives. Now we're God knows where. Gloria, I like how we've forgotten this kid here. How can you understand us? Everyone in New York couldn't understand us at all. Issei, I don't even know how to explain that. I'll be honest with you, the reason I'm here is that I recently got stranded as well. I have no way of getting off this island to look for my friend. I only have these little guys with me, Alan and Elin. Fire-Eye. Melman, what odd creatures. I've never seen anything like them. Issei, funny you say that, I've never heard of New York. Alex, you haven't heard of New York? It's the greatest city ever. Sure, but it seems I'll be stuck with you guys because I have no idea how to get off this island. Alex, well, we wait here for the humans to pick us up. I mean, we are important. There's no way they can just forget us. Issei, yeah, I don't think that will be for a while. If anything, living on an island by myself, it's best if we look for food in the jungle. Marty, I second that. Come on, guys, it could be an adventure. Before the group could continue talking, they began hearing strange sounds coming from the jungle, and it sounded like music. Issei, music? The only thing that could explain the sound was either a giant speaker or actual people on this island. Well, what are we waiting for? Come on. We need to ask for their help. Hey, could you follow us? The humans can't understand us, but you can translate for us, please. Alex urged. Sure, no problem. By the way, I'm Issei Haidu. Pleasure to meet you, Issei replied. All right, let's go. Alex said. The group dashed into the jungle, following the sound of the music. They almost stayed together, but Alex quickly got separated, finding himself lost and hurt in the thick foliage. The others continued, oblivious, until they reached a clearing and were astonished to discover that the music was coming from a group of lemurs. "What the heck?" Issei exclaimed. "These little guys like to get funky." Marty cheered. "Half of those stunts are not safe." Melman cautioned. "I don't know how they got this music and beat, but hey, they can party." Issei said, enjoying the show until a shout of "Fasa" echoed through the air. Everyone began to hide, but Issei recognized the threat and pulled out his keyblades, ready for action. "If you think I'll let you hurt these little guys, you have another thing coming. Drake, you ready?" Issei called out. "I got you, partner." Drake responded. Alan and Elin grew to Issei's knees, prepared for battle. To Issei's surprise, a couple of monkey heartless appeared as well. "You've got to be kidding me. They're here too." Alan, Elin, handle the fossa, I'll take care of the heartless." Issei commanded. He began slashing at the heartless, dodging a few flying coconuts. He would have unleashed a powerful beam, but the rainforest was too vulnerable to fire, so he relied on his weapons instead. Unexpectedly, the heartless possessed some of the fossa, forcing Issei to engage them as well. He charged, striking the air and unleashing a freezing blast that immobilized the heartless. With a swift motion, he slashed through them, freeing the fossa, who fled in fear. "Yeah, mess with them again and you'll regret it," Issei warned, sheathing his keyblades. Just then, Alex burst out of the woods, yelling wildly, and accidentally punched Issei, knocking him out. "Oops, my bad, Alex," Issei muttered. "Holy cow, Issei. What in the world was that? I never knew you could do that." Marty exclaimed. "I've only been able to do that for a day now that I think about it. But why were those creatures here? Is it because of me?" Issei wondered. "You mean those monkeys?" Melman asked. "Yeah, those aren't normal monkeys. They're after me, they're dangerous," Issei explained. "Well, with you by our side, you can easily take those things out, right?" Gloria encouraged. "For now, yes, but who knows how long I'll be here," Issei replied. "What do you mean?" Marty asked. "I've built a raft before and I'm planning on building one again. I need to find my friends, even if it means sailing the sea," Issei said. "Huh, so you have a good reason to leave this island, huh?" Marty noted. "Like we don't?" Alex interjected. "You want to go back to your home just to be on a stage? You haven't even given the wild a chance. Honestly, it's where you belong. You're a lion, for crying out loud." Issei pointed out. "Even the kids believe so, Alex. Come on." Marty added. "Whatever." Alex muttered. "Anyway, where did those lemurs go?" Issei asked. Just then, a little lemur appeared, carrying a baby lemur. "They said he's called Mort," Drake informed. "Well, Mort, nice to meet you. Those nasty fossa hurt you, right?" Issei asked. "Ugh." Mort stammered. "Don't worry, I won't hurt you, and neither will my friends here. But can I ask you something?" Just where Issei started, but before he could finish, a swarm of lemurs jumped out of the bushes, surrounding the group. "Whoa!" Issei exclaimed. The lemurs cheered, and a small black one stepped forward, introducing their King Julian. "You there, giants. We have to thank you for saving my people. As a reward, you will bask in my glory. I, King Julian, welcome you here." Julian declared. What?" Issei replied, bewildered. "Maurice, if you please." Julian commanded. Maurice sighed. "May I ask you giants just where you come from?" "I'm from somewhere very different, Destiny Island. These guys are from a place called New York," Issei explained. "The best city in the world." Alex added proudly. "Sure." Issei replied, unimpressed. "Everyone, greet the New York Giants. And the Destiny Giant." Julian announced, and the crowd erupted in cheers, leaving Issei thoroughly confused. "Maurice, you there, the one with the odd sticks?" Maurice said. "Keyblades." Issei corrected. "Yes, look, we need your help. Even our king here doesn't have the power to defend us like you did. So our king would like to offer you the position of our personal guard," Maurice explained. "No thanks," Issei replied firmly. "Eh? You dare reject a king's offer?" Julian exclaimed. I could care less about your offer. Look, I'm leaving you for. I'm sorry, but I have to build a raft. You handle these little guys. Maybe they can help you find a way to New York. But I need to find my friends, so I wish you all luck, Issei said, turning to. As Issei ventured deeper into the jungle, he thought about how quickly he had made friends with the lemurs, but his priority was finding Sora, Riku, and Kairi. He began searching for supplies to aid in his journey, using his keyblades to cut down trees and gather vines to tie the logs together. The challenge was food. He barely knew the jungle, and hunting would be different. The best he found were a few fruits and fish, but it wasn't enough for a long trip. I will have to wait here a couple of days. Drake, is there any way you can help me with this? I need my friends. They need me. Issei exclaimed, feeling the weight of his mission. I have to be there for them. Drake, partner, there's one way, but it's a bit risky. Say, what? Tell me. Drake, alright, look, I'm sort of linked with your swords. They have an armor that seems to be hidden. I will be able to unlock it for you. Give me a day, and maybe we can do something with that. Issei, damn it. Well, I guess we will wait for a day then. Sora, I hope you are okay. With Sora, Donald, heal me. Donald, Thunder. They were fighting the boss in Wonderland. Back with Issei after a day. Issei had been sleeping in the jungle on a hammock he made out of leaves, with Alan and Elin sleeping by his side. Issei, sleeping in the sun is a lot different than inside my home. I wonder if I can find the others. Maybe they found their own way off this island. Issei woke up Alan and Elin, and they began walking through the jungle to look for his friends. On the way, he didn't expect to run into some heartless. Summoning his red keyblade, he swiftly dispatched them, but he sensed many more gathering in one place, along with one particularly strong presence. Issei, what the hell? Arriving at the location, Issei was shocked to see Alex being consumed by darkness, not appearing like himself at all. Marty, Issei, do you know what the heck is going on with Alex? Issei, one of the heartless got to him, but not completely. I just need to knock some sense into him. But the look in his eyes. It seems like he's starving. Has he eaten anything? Marty, yes, we fed him fruits and even grass. All the stuff we enjoy eating. Issei, Alex is a lion. He eats meat, something you guys are. Crap, now I may look like food to him. Screw it. Alan, Elin, get them to the beach. I got this. Drake, I'll need your help to boost me up. Drake, I've got your back, partner. Boost. Issei charged at Alex, expecting to strike him with his keyblade. What he didn't expect was for Alex to grab it and unleash a massive roar, sending him flying. Issei, he's fallen way too deep into darkness. But not completely. I have to help somehow. As he was sent flying, Issei landed on the side of a tree, using it as a spring to launch himself at Alex. He struck him with his blades before firing a dragon shot, sending him crashing into the cliffside. But Alex broke free, slashing at Issei and dragging him across the cliff before throwing him into a waterfall. They fought amidst the cascading water, Issei with a bruised lip and one eye shut, his clothes a bit torn. Issei, I was not expecting this fight to be this intense. Then, you must be in some deep trouble, but that's not stopping me. Let me free you and show you the light. Issei blocked a dark blast Alex launched and threw his keyblade at him. Alex dodged by jumping into the air, but that was Issei's plan. Pointing his weapon at Alex, he shot a beam of light, hitting him directly and releasing him from his dark thoughts. But the fight wasn't over yet. Issei quickly picked up Alex and began running with him on his shoulders toward the beach, where the others were waiting for him at a ship. Marty, Alex. Is he okay? Issei. He's fine, but the darkness is following. You guys need to hide now. Marty, alright. Everyone in the boat now. Gloria, hey, be careful, alright? Say, I'll be fine, just go. Alan, Elin, you ready? Fire. Drake, let's take things up a notch. Issei's weapon began to glow, as did his gauntlets. Drake, preparations are complete. Let's do this, partner. Kingdom Balance Breaker. Issei gained armor all over his body, something he wasn't expecting, even sprouting a couple of wings in the process. Drake, This is the new you, partner. This armor will also help you travel from world to world. But for now, use this power and defeat this Heartless. Alan and Elin transformed into the size of wolves, their wings spread out and ready for action, releasing their own magic. Alan with fire and Elin using ice. Issei, let's go. The Heartless that possessed Alex began to take shape, resembling Alex but more fierce, with sharper teeth and claws. It was the size of a house. Issei, let's do this. Issei flew at the Heartless, blocking one of its slashes and firing a fire attack at its face, hitting it in the right eye. The Heartless lost sight of Issei until it felt a stab in the stomach as Alan and Elin drilled into it, leaving a nasty wound. The Heartless had enough and jumped onto the ship, roaring for help. That's when the Fossa came in to assist. Alan and Elin began freezing them while Alan sent fire blasts, sending them flying. One even crashed into a coconut tree, while 3 landed on their heads. The Heartless began channeling a giant breath attack, but Issei was ready, standing next to Alan and Elin. All 3 fired their own attacks. Issei with a ray of light in the middle, while Alan and Elin spun around it until it hit the Heartless straight in the head, causing it to stop its attack. Issei charged in and sunk his blade into its head, cutting it in half and finally defeating the Heartless, setting its heart free. Issei exited his armor and stood there, dropping his blades as they disappeared. He fell to the ground with Alan and Elin cuddling next to him. Drake, good work, partner. Sleep well, for we have more worlds to save for the one who gave you those weapons in the first place. Issei slept for a good 2 hours before waking up, surrounded by all the animals. Alex, holy crap, are you okay? You looked beaten up. But somehow, you look just fine to me. Fire Eye. Issei replied, it's thanks to these 2, they've been healing me this whole time, so I'm fine now. Marty asked, what happened to that creature? Is it gone for good? Issei nodded. Yeah, it is. This island should be a lot safer now. Those creatures should be gone for good. How's Alex? I didn't hurt you too badly, did I? Alex responded, other than a blast of light going through me, I'm all right. Thanks for getting me back to normal, but I'm sorry for hurting you like that. Issei reassured him, it's all right. You weren't in control. It was the Heartless' fault, but a bit of yours since you fell too deep into dark thoughts. Alex sighed. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just missed New York. I want to go back. This wild life isn't for me. Marty, I'm happy you found your place, but it's not mine, and I was starving. Issei grinned. Then do I have a meal for you? Everyone chose to celebrate Alex's return, with Issei diving into the ocean to catch fish for him. Later, he met up with the penguins, becoming good friends with Rico, who helped prepare the fish for Alex. Alex enjoyed the meal, solving his hunger problem. Soon, they boarded the ship, ready to set sail, with Issei smiling at them. Well, Drake, it's time. Yes, partner. Let's go to the next world. The faster we solve this problem, the sooner we can meet up with your friend. Issei donned his armor again, and with Alan and Elin linking to his wings, they took off, disappearing as they traveled to a new world. With Sora said, hey Goofy, do you think we will find my friends? I mean, we even lost Issei. Goofy replied, don't worry, Sora. I'm sure we will find them. You have the key, which means it will lead us the right way. I'm confident your friend wielding the same weapon will find his way to us. Sora smiled. Thanks, Goofy. You really know how to cheer me up, unlike some people. Donald interjected, whatever. Sora thought, Issei, please be okay. We will meet soon, I promise. But be careful, those Heartless could be anywhere. Issei found himself in the middle of space, feeling overwhelmed since everything was new to him. He was flying to the new world he needed to reach, with Drake mostly in control since Issei struggled with flying, crashing into several meteors. Upon reaching the new world, he dove in, eager to see what awaited him. Upon landing, Issei noticed a significant change. He now had fur. What in the world? Stepping out of the alley onto the sidewalk, he saw that everyone around him was an animal: pigs, rabbits, goats, and even a duck. Oh my God! Sora's mother told me about these people. I didn't think they were real. Issei looked into a mirror and was shocked to see himself as an animal now. Drake, give me back my body. Drake responded, you think this is my doing? It's the world's doing, just deal with it, partner. I want to freak out. What's worse is I have two tails. Wait, Alan? Alan said, yes, we are humanoid. And we can talk. Elin added, yay. Issei, we can finally speak with you. Whoa, that's awesome. But you guys are still the same height. Alan reassured him, don't worry, we can still kick butt. Don't judge our power. Yeah. Alright, now where to? Elin suggested, why not up those stairs? Look at everyone else going up there. That panda seems to be having trouble as well. Well, let's. Before Issei could finish, he sensed the Heartless appearing at the top. Okay, helping the panda later. I need to help with those Heartless. Issei began jumping up the stairs, catching the panda's attention. Wow. Is he part of the group? Is he new? Reaching the top, Issei saw the Heartless attacking the people. He drew his blades, swiftly slashing them apart. To his surprise, others were fighting as well. Who are you? One of them asked. My name's Issei. Look, can we talk later? Since you guys are fighting these things, I'll lend a hand. Issei's speed increased, astonishing the group as he defeated the Heartless. They were particularly interested in his weapons. One Heartless wielding two katanas rushed at him, but Issei mirrored its movements, launching it into the air before attacking repeatedly, jumping from building to floor, stabbing the Heartless before slamming it down. As the remaining Heartless charged at him, he spun around, delivering a slash attack that cut them down, releasing their hearts. Done and done. Issei sheathed his blades, ready to leave, but the gates suddenly closed in front of him. Who are you and how are you this skilled? I'm just good with swords, it's all the training I've done. Now can I leave? Hold on. We would have noticed someone with your skills in this village. Why have you been hiding? I haven't. I'm just not from around here. I'm just a traveler, but these things have been my enemy for a long time. I can't believe they would attack here. Hey, look, I know this may sound strange, but would it be okay if I stayed here while you all do what you do? I can't have those creatures around, they're dangerous. Just what are they? Issei, I'm sorry, but I've been told not to say. It's for the best. I apologize if that offends you, but it's my job to deal with those creatures, along with one of my friends. That's quite alright, young one. You seem to be telling the truth. I sense no deception in your words. For that, I will respect your privacy. But if I may ask, what is your name? Issei, my name is Issei Hyde, sir. It's a pleasure to meet you. Ugwe, young lad. It's a pleasure to meet you, Issei. They both bowed their heads respectfully to each other. Ugwe, these creatures seem quite easy for you to defeat, so yes, we would be glad to have you here. Just don't get in the way of the Furious Five. Issei, understood, sir. So, Issei stood on the sidelines, ready to spring into action if the Heartless appeared again. He watched as the Furious Five performed their impressive routines, and he was genuinely amazed. He had asked to stay, and now he was witnessing their incredible skills. He learned their names from Shifu, a red panda named Shifu, a tiger named Tigress, a monkey simply called Monkey, a bird named Crane, a mantis named Mantis, and a snake named Viper. Everything seemed to be going well, there were no Heartless in sight, and Issei had to admit that the show was fantastic. Sure, he could fly and use magic thanks to Drake, but the stunts these warriors performed made him want to try them out, especially the high jumps like Tigress. After a while, Ugwe finished watching and was ready to choose someone called the Dragon Warrior. Issei glanced at Drake, wondering if he would be offended by that. Drake, what? Issei, nothing. I just thought, you're a dragon, and he's technically choosing a Dragon Warrior. Shouldn't I get that title for being part dragon? Drake, do you want to take on that responsibility? Issei, good point. While Issei and Drake were talking, they suddenly saw fireworks going off. Using his enhanced sight, Issei noticed someone falling from the sky, heading straight for Ugwe. Issei, Ugwe, watch out. Everyone turned to where Issei was pointing, but it was too late. The person didn't land on Ugwe, calming everyone down, but they saw who Ugwe was pointing at, even Issei. Issei, well, he got in the way. He can't possibly be. Ugwe, everyone, our new dragon warrior. Issei, what? Shifu, what? Furious 5, what? The civilians didn't question it and began celebrating, confetti flying everywhere. The guy even got carried away, but then Issei realized that this was the same panda he had seen struggling to climb the stairs. Issei, you have got to be kidding. Shifu, Ugwe, you can't be serious. He just landed in front of you. You were going to point at Tigress and he was just there by accident. Ugwe, there are no accidents, my friends. Issei, I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure I've made many mistakes in my life. Alan, I was a mistake. Elin, that didn't need to be said, Alan. Not at all. Shifu sat there in confusion, unsure if he could accept that this panda was the dragon warrior. Issei, on the other hand, stopped caring and told Ugwe he would stay in the village to search for enemies in case they tried something sneaky. Ugwe accepted that and even recommended that Issei live in their home until he had to go back on his adventure. Issei gladly accepted since he had nowhere else to go, and he certainly didn't want to sleep outside. He wandered through the village, looking for any sign of Heartless, and everything seemed normal. At one point, he even tried ramen for the first time and officially declared his love for it. Somehow, he had enough money to pay for it, which was great. He even bought clothes for Alan and Elin, who received curious looks from people as if they were out in public without proper attire. Issei, sigh, nothing is happening. This village seems way too safe, no Heartless in sight. Why was I sent to this world if everything is okay? Alan, maybe because of the 2 dragons in this world. Issei, dragons? Drake, damn it, I was hoping he would ignore them. Issei, Drake, what's going on? There are 2 dragons here? Drake, sigh, yes, partner, but those 2 dragons are not from this world. I should know, I know both of them. Issei, are they friends of yours? Drake, one of them I'm on even terms with, but the other one. She wants to tear me apart. Well, probably you too if you were to meet her. Issei, why don't we find them? Maybe they will know where I come from. Drake, sigh, kid, even I can tell you that you come from Ku, but that's in a whole different world. They won't know how to get there, but anything else after that, I don't know. Issei, darn it. Well, it's best if we go find them. It couldn't hurt to bring them along on my adventure. Drake, aren't Alan and Elin enough? Issei, don't get me wrong, they're amazing, but the more teammates, the better. Who knows, maybe they will be missing home as well. Drake, fine, do what you want, but don't be surprised if you end up in over your head. Alan, I'm sure he will do just fine. I mean, he has 2 keyblades, that's amazing. Drake, and me, you little runt. Elin, So, Issei began sensing for the 2 dragons Drake mentioned. Both were radiating a lot of power not too far away, deep in the bamboo forest, with bursts of fire lighting up the area. Why am I here? Tiamat, calm down. We both don't know why we're here, so breathing fire won't solve anything. Tiamat, easy for you to say to Tannen. You're an easygoing guy. As for me, I miss my cave. Tannen, but do you really think burning down a bamboo place is a good idea? Tiamat, I don't care. Say, well, I do. Issei pulled out his keyblades and conjured a ball of water to extinguish the flames. Tiamat, who the heck are you? Tannen, what my friend here is trying to say is, who are you? And thank you for calming the fire. Issei, my name is Issei Hayadu, and I came to see you all. Honestly, Drake told me. Tiamat, Drake? So you're the Red Emperor. Well, thank you for making my job a lot easier. Issei watched as Tiamat began to release a wave of darkness, causing Tannen to be pushed back slightly before he landed next to Issei. Tannen, brat, what is going on? Issei, it seems like the darkness has taken hold of her. Something is making her act like this. I hate to say it, but we have to fight her. Tannen, great. I can't even revert to my larger form. I'm stuck in this human-like body while she transforms into her giant dragon form. Issei, just get ready. The darkness has given her a significant boost in power. Tannen ignited his fist, and Issei readied his keyblades, Drake enhancing his speed. Tiamat swung her tail at them, but Tanin stood firm, grabbing her tail and spinning her around, sending her soaring into the sky. Seizing the opportunity, Issei leaped toward Tiamat, who recovered midair and sent blue fireballs at him. He managed to slice through them and began slashing at Tiamat, damaging one of her wings. But he wasn't finished. He combined with Alan and Elin again, launching a powerful dragon shot at Tiamat while Alan and Elin unleashed their own beam attacks, leaving a burn mark on Tiamat's stomach. Say, please tell me that's it? Tanin, sorry kid, but dragons fight until they can't anymore. Prepare for round 2. Issei, sigh alright, Drake, let's do this. Kingdom Balance Breaker. Issei, now clad in his armor, flew at Tiamat while Tanin provided cover, shooting fireballs at her. She took the hits but seemed unfazed. As Issei charged, Tiamat smacked him away with her tail, sending him crashing into a lake. Alan and Elin rushed to patch him up, as the impact had hurt him significantly. Drake, what did you do to her to make her hate you like this? Drake, I may have promised her eggs. Issei, eggs? Wait, you mean as in kids? Drake, yeah. Issei, and no wonder she hates you. She has a good reason to. Drake, it's not my fault. I thought I would die that day. Issei, well, I guess it's time for you to apologize. Drake, what? Issei dropped his keyblades and began taunting Tiamat, provoking her to charge at him with full force. Tanin expected him to dodge, but he stood his ground even as a bit of blood trickled from his helmet. Tanin, that crazy BS dirty. Issei, Tiamat, listen to me. The stupid dragon of mine. Drake. Issei found himself in the middle of a battle against Tai Lung, as Tigress and her group had been defeated despite their efforts, even cutting down the bridge. Issei had thought Tai Lung would be down for good, but he noticed that he was still alive. It became even more evident when the broken bridge began spinning, launching Tai Lung into the air and landing behind them, where the Furious Five were knocked out after hitting their pressure points. Issei, this is bad. Tai, I'm guessing you are the dragon warrior? Issei, no, but that doesn't mean I can't beat you. Tai, how adorable. You think a kid like you can defeat me? I've trained for years to reach this level, and soon I will be known throughout the lands as the true dragon warrior. Say, like hell. Po will defeat you, I know he will, but not before I take you down myself. Kingdom Balance Breaker. Issei activated his balance breaker, with Tanin and Tiamat ready to fight alongside him. Tai. Oh, this will be interesting. Issei charged at Tai, keyblades in hand, but surprisingly, Tai Lung blocked his attack with just his arms. Issei responded by kicking him in the gut and slashing downward, forcing Tai Lung to back up a bit. Boost. Issei, Tanin. Tiamat. Take care of the others. Tanin. What? Issei, we can't have them caught in the crossfire. I'll hold off Tai Lung. Issei created a barrier around himself and Tai Lung. Tai. Lucky shot, brat. Well, I guess I really don't need to hold back. Tai Lung appeared in front of Issei and delivered a powerful punch that broke through his armor, hitting him directly in the stomach. He then kicked Issei into the air, repeatedly punching him against the barrier like a bouncy ball. Drake, Issei, if you don't start fighting back, I swear. Issei activated his thrusters, finally stopping the barrage of punches. Wiping the blood from his mouth, he charged at Tai Lung head-on, hitting against the barrier. He began spinning his blades into the air, throwing them at Tai Lung. Tai caught the pure blade but was caught off guard by the bloody one. Issei seized the moment and uppercut Tai into the air before unleashing a barrage of dragon shots at him, sending him crashing into the ceiling of the barrier. Summoning his blades, he built up his magic and fired. Issei unleashed a stronger version of fire at Tai Lung, landing a direct hit and sending Tai's body crashing to the ground, beaten. Issei thought he had won. Issei, take that, you oversized tiger. Leopard, whatever. I just won. Tanin. Well, we didn't have to do anything. Thanks a lot, brat. Issei, just be happy we won. At least Ped doesn't have to worry about. Before Issei could finish, he felt a dark power rising ominously. Suddenly he was punched straight in the face, shattering half of his helmet. Tai, This is the power that a dragon warrior should have, pure darkness. This is the power to reclaim everything that belongs to me. Issei, not if I have something to say about it. Issei adjusted his helmet, getting back up and ready to fight, but this time Tannen and Taimat were prepared as well since Crane had taken the others back to Shifu and P. Tannen, you ready, Issei? Issei, yeah, you ready, Taimat? Let's do this. Tannen ignited his hands while Taimat set her legs ablaze, striking Tai Lung in the chest and sending him crashing into a couple of trees. He quickly retaliated, unleashing a dark claw attack at them, but Issei countered it with his own strike and shot a beam of light through him, causing damage. Drake, partner, just beat the darkness out of him. This may sound harsh, but it's not your destiny to defeat him. It's Poe's. Safe, but Tannen, while I'm new to all this, Drake is right. You can't mess with destiny. Soon, Poe will have to face this guy. It will be his first real fight as a dragon warrior. All we have to do is weaken him enough to make him at least the same level as Pa. Issei, fine. Issei deactivated his armor, channeling all of his power into his keyblades, while Tannen and Taimat were being tossed around by Tai Lung, who suddenly gained massive dark claws that crushed them both and sent them crashing through many trees. Tannen, say, it's now or never. Hey, hurry it up. Say, hold him in place. Taimat and Tannen grabbed Tai Lung by his arms, pinning him to the ground. Issei leaped into the air, aiming his weapons at Tai Lung and shooting a beam of light straight through him, causing the darkness to be released and swirl into the air, taking on a new form. Sifit. Now let's move, we have to face the main threat. Taimat tossed Tai Lung aside, who appeared to be knocked out, but now Issei and the others were faced with a giant wolf-like Heartless, equipped with gloves and metal boots. Issei charged at it, dodging a kick and slashing its upper body, leaving a significant mark. However, he was swept off his feet and slammed to the ground, feeling the impact in his ribs and coughing out blood. Tannen, enraged, delivered an uppercut to the Heartless and struck at its eyes, but it was futile as it regenerated its eyes, although it did sustain heavy damage. Taimat followed up with an axe kick, smashing the Heartless to the ground, giving Tannen and Taimat the chance to unleash a breath attack. They thought they had finished it off, but it charged out of the flames, striking Taimat and Tannen at their pressure points. Tannen, son of a Taimat, say, it's up to you. Both were incapacitated, unable to move. Issei used a healing spell on himself to recover, but now came the hard part without magic. He had to rely solely on his blades. Drake, you've got this, partner. I'll have your back. Issei, let's do this, Drake. Issei rushed towards the Heartless, taking a punch head-on. He endured the pain and stabbed his blade into the side of the Heartless, making it scream. It grabbed Issei by the arm, spinning him around and throwing him into a tree. The Heartless pulled the blade from its side and tossed it aside, but Issei summoned it back, spinning both blades like discs and throwing them at the Heartless, slicing off one of its arms. It narrowly dodged the other blade, but Issei summoned them back again, using a tree to propel himself and stabbing his blade straight into the Heartless head before slicing it in half, finishing it off for good. Issei, take that, you Heartless fiend. He shouted triumphantly, but soon felt exhausted and passed out. An hour later, Issei began to wake up, feeling someone poking him. He saw Alan and Elin, both looking worried. Alan, oh thank goodness you're awake. Elin, we thought we lost you. Issei, I'm fine. Wait, Tannen and Taimat. Tannen, we're fine, Issei. That thing fought just like Tai Lung. Taimat, yeah, hitting us at our pressure. Points like the others. Speaking of which, did that Crane guy bring them to Shifu? Alan, that's the thing. Tai is on his way. Per's about to fight him. Say, hey, have faith in him. I'm sure he'll win. Let's go see this fight. Issei activated his balance breaker, spreading his wings, and so did Tannen and Taimat as they flew towards Po to witness the battle. To their surprise, Po was handling himself well. His size absorbed much of the damage, so he wasn't too hurt. He was primarily using distractions to keep Tai Lung away from Shifu, but Po took a heavy blow from Tai Lung, losing the Dragon Scroll. When Issei saw it shine, he was confused but let it slide as he watched Po punch Tai Lung right through a building. Issei, holy! Tannen, go. Now Po was engaged in a fierce fight with Tai Lung, dodging his attacks, stepping on his foot, and even making him bite his own tail. The funniest moment came when Issei saw Pa knock Tai Lung back with his rear, skidding across the floor before crashing into another building. Tai Lung got back up and charged at Pa, but was sent flying into the sky, passing by Issei and the others before crashing back down in front of Pa. Tai Lung attempted a punch, but Pa caught it and held up his pinky. Issei couldn't hear what was being said, but when he saw Pa bring the pinky down, the resulting blast knocked Issei out of the air momentarily, and Tannen had to catch him. As the dust settled, they saw that Pa had emerged victorious. Issei, all right, Pa, Issei? Oh, I'm so glad to see you alive. Issei, it's going to take a lot more than that to defeat me. Congrats on your win, Pa. Nice fighting there, Tannen said. Not bad for a panda, that's for sure, Taimat added. Thanks, you guys, Pa replied, smiling. He then noticed the whole village returning, celebrating his victory over Tai Lung. Even those who had been furious showed their respect, bowing to him and calling him master. But when Pa heard that, he remembered Shifu. Everyone watched as he ran off, while Issei approached the glowing scroll and picked it up. Issei, are you okay? Tannen asked, concerned. Yeah, I just don't really know what happened, but it seems I just sealed this world from the darkness. For now, at least, Issei replied. So our job is done. Tannen said. Does that mean you have to leave? Tigress asked. Yeah, but we will meet again. Tell Pa it was fun getting to know him, and not to worry, we will come back. We are friends after all, Issei assured them. So it seems like we will be going into your armor, huh? Taimat said. Yeah, you guys ready? Issei asked. Yeah, let's save some worlds. Tannen exclaimed. Let's do this. Taimat cheered. Always ready. Alan chimed in. Count me in, Elin added. Issei summoned them into his armor, where they could see through his helmet. He spread his wings and took off. See you guys later. Issei called. Be back soon. Monkey shouted. Thank you for all your help. Crane added. Bye now. Viper waved. Come back if you ever want to hang out. Mantis called out. Issei, take care now. Don't lose any time soon, I want to challenge you. Tigress said. Heh, that's a promise. See ya, guys. Issei replied, and just like that he flew into the sky, ready for another adventure in a new world. Issei landed in a forest, feeling utterly confused, especially when he saw his friends. What the? Fire Eye! Tannen exclaimed. Oh my god, you're human. And Alan and Elin can't talk anymore. Issei said, bewildered. Why am I short? Taimat asked, looking down. Hey, you actually look adorable. Issei teased. Hey. Taimat protested. Where are we, anyway? Issei wondered aloud. They wandered through the forest, hoping to find something, but they stumbled upon a small house, or so they thought. Behind it stood a massive factory. Huh, do you think if we ask for directions there, they will help us? Issei suggested. Couldn't hurt to try, Tannen replied. As they entered the building, they found it empty, except for another door that led deeper into the factory. What they saw next was quite odd. Is that an ogre doing parkour? Tannen asked, astonished. Yeah, and he seems to be doing a pretty good job at it, Taimat noted. Should we do something? This doesn't seem right. Issei said, uneasily. Suddenly, the ogre tipped over a giant bucket onto the people who were shooting at him, transforming them into either humans or household items. Ogre coming in. Move. Issei shouted. I caught a donkey. Tannen yelled. I got a cat. Taimat added. Issei dodged just in time for the ogre to land in front of him. Who the heck are you people? The ogre demanded. Relax, we aren't your enemies. We're just very confused about what's going on here, Issei explained. We'll explain later, it's better if we run, a donkey shouted, pointing behind them. They turned to see an angry mob of household items charging at them, even birds. Tannen unleashed a breath attack, sending them flying but also catching some of the bodies. Well, I got food for later. Let's go, Tannen said, and they ran away, Tannen carrying a bunch of cooked birds until they were finally far from the chaos. Okay, so what the heck happened back there? Why were they after you three? Issei asked. Oh, can I answer this please, please, please? The donkey begged. I'll turn you into food if you keep this up. Tiamat warned. Tiamat, relax, Issei said. Well, for one, this is Shrek, and this guy here is Puss, the donkey introduced. Nice to meet you guys, but what happened back there? Issei pressed. Oh, Shrek is trying to find something for his wife to make her happy again so they can live happily ever after. That potion is going to do it, the donkey explained. Are you sure it's safe? Issei asked. That's what I'm worried about too. Shrek, are you sure this is a good idea? The donkey questioned. What could possibly go wrong? Shrek replied confidently. You explode? Your guts spill out? You become a donkey? Issei suggested. Oh God! Shrek exclaimed. That's what scares you? Issei laughed. If you want, I would gladly lay my life on the line for you, Senor, Puss offered gallantly. Oh heck no. If there's going to be any animal testing, it's going to be me, the donkey insisted. Yeah, that guy isn't so smart. Issei muttered. The donkey began drinking the potion, but Shrek snatched it away before he could finish. Well, how do you feel? Shrek asked. I don't feel any different, the donkey replied. Still looks like an butt, Puss remarked, and Issei chuckled at the. Maybe it doesn't work on donkeys. Well, bottoms up, Fiona. Shrek said, looking determined. Shrek, there's no going back after this. No more being an ogre, the donkey warned. I know, but I love Fiona a lot more, Shrek said earnestly. Issei admired Shrek's dedication to the one he loved. Shrek took a deep breath and drank the potion. Suddenly, his stomach growled loudly, prompting Issei to raise a barrier around them for protection. But what they weren't prepared for was Shrek releasing the loudest fart they had ever heard. Jesus Christ, thank you for the barrier. That smell would have killed us. Tannen said, grimacing. What does he eat? Issei asked, holding his nose. Shrek looked disappointed as the potion didn't work, the one thing he had hoped for. Maybe Fiona and I just weren't meant to be. Shrek said sadly. Hey, don't say that. Look, I don't know you well, but Fiona must have seen something in you that day when you confessed to her. Why else would she have stayed with you? Issei encouraged. Maybe as a thanks for just rescuing her from a dragon. Shrek replied. See? If you keep that attitude, of course, she will try to leave you. You need to have more faith in yourself. Issei insisted. Before they could continue their conversation, it began to rain. The donkey made a big deal out of it, while everyone else ran to find shelter. They discovered a small barn to stay in. Tiamat fell asleep on Issei's lap, while Alan and Elin rested near Tannen, who had settled in a hay bale. Issei found a comfortable spot on another bale, and soon Shrek and the donkey passed out, with Shrek landing on top of Puss. The next day awaited new adventures. Issei began to wake up surrounded by several women, some of whom were glancing at him, causing him to feel a bit startled. In his surprise, he instinctively pulled out his gauntlets. Teeth, waking up beside him, exhaled a small puff of fire, while Tannen was already awake, munching on an apple. Good morning, you two lovebirds, Tannen teased. What on earth happened? Issei exclaimed, still trying to grasp the situation. Tannen pointed towards Shrek and Donkey, revealing that Shrek had transformed into a human and Donkey had become a full-fledged horse. I guess the potion really did work, or Alan gave me a strange apple, Issei remarked. Just kidding, Alan. But Shrek, is this what you wanted? No, but if it's for Fiona, I will gladly do this for her, Shrek replied. Tannen picked up the bottle and began reading the warning label, which stated that by midnight, Shrek had to kiss his true love for the effects to be permanent. Why is it always around midnight? Shrek wondered aloud. Fairy tale stories in a nutshell, Issei replied with a smirk. He then pulled out his keyblade and shot a beam of light at Shrek, magically providing him with new clothes that fit him much better. Thanks, kid. Wait, now that I think about it, I never got your name, Shrek said, looking grateful. Oh, I'm Issei Hayudu. This is Tannen and Tiamat, Issei introduced. Yo, Tannen said casually. Hey there, ogre? Tiamat added with a friendly smile. I can't even call you that anymore. Fart. Shrek. Well, that's enough of that. Donkey, come on, it's time to go to Fiona. Issei gets up and spreads his wings, with Tannen and Tiamat doing the same. Shrek, you guys are coming along? Issei, yeah, we have nothing else to do, so let's go. They chose to follow Shrek, unaware that dark creatures were trailing closely behind them. Issei, oh no. They really are here. Shrek, what in the world are these creatures? Issei, sorry Shrek, we'll catch up, but these things are our responsibility. Issei stopped midair and dashed toward the Heartless, slicing through them with his keyblades. Tannen ignited his fist and blasted some away, while Tiamat flew high into the air, building up a massive fireball that caused a huge explosion, igniting the forest. Issei, Tiamat, why? They were annoying. Issei, forget it. Issei summoned a torrent of water, extinguishing the flames, but the Heartless kept coming, including some that resembled charging horses. Issei, Tannen, let's do this. Tannen created flaming swords from his fire and stood ready, slicing any Heartless horse in half. However, one Heartless kicked Issei in the face, sending him skidding across the ground. Tiamat, why are there so many of these guys right now? That would be because of me, you pesky little boy. Say, what the? A fairy woman appeared out of nowhere, flanked by two knight-shaped Heartless. Issei and his friends braced themselves for battle against this unexpected foe. Issei, who are you, and why are you attacking us? What have we done to you? Godmother, I'm the fairy godmother, desperately trying to give Fiona her happy ending. Issei, with the way you're using the Heartless, I refuse to believe that. Shrek is Fiona's happily ever after. Godmother, that's what you believe, boy, but I'm not here to deal with you. Have fun with my little soldiers. The godmother vanished, leaving the two knight Heartless, one wielding a sword and the other a battle axe. Tannen, get out of my way. Tannen charged in to punch the Heartless in the chest. He landed the blow, but it barely fazed the creature. Issei, what the? Tannen, move now. But it was too late. Tannen was struck by the axe, sending him flying until he managed to recover midair, landing next to Tiamat. Okay, these guys are strong. Issei, not stronger than us. Let's do this, guys. Issei entered his kingdom balance breaker form and clashed swords with the knight wielding the sword. The knight with the battle axe attempted to smash him to the ground, but Tiamat and Tannen kicked him away. Tannen, you're our opponent, you metal menace. The Heartless swung the battle axe at Tannen, but Tiamat managed to grab hold of it, creating a stalemate. Tannen seized the opportunity, igniting his foot and delivering a backflip kick to the Heartless, cracking its helmet. This enraged the Heartless, which retaliated by kicking Tiamat in the stomach, causing her to lose her grip on the axe. It swung down, creating a massive crater and knocking Tannen and Tiamat off balance. Taking advantage of the moment, it stabbed the axe into Tannen's chest, causing him immense pain. Issei heard this and charged at the Heartless with his sword, following up with a stab of his keyblades into the battle axe Heartless. Using his thruster, he smashed it into a tree, but the sword-wielding Heartless left a nasty slash mark on Issei's back. Issei, say, get off me, you Heartless fiend. Dragon cannon. Issei trapped the Heartless in a green explosion that formed in his hand, destroying it. However, the heart was not released as the other part fused with the battle axe Heartless, causing it to evolve. Issei, no way. Tannen, one final attack and let's end this guy. Issei, let's do it. Issei spun his keyblade in front of him while charging up his attack. Tannen and Tiamat unleashed a massive fire breath attack at the Heartless. Alan and Elin transferred their power into Tannen and Tiamat to boost their strength, and Issei released a giant red beam at the Heartless. You'd think it would defeat the creature, but it merely stood there, barely scratched. Tannen, you've got to be kidding. Tannen was stabbed through the chest and smashed into Tiamat, knocking them both out. Alan and Elin found themselves caught in the crossfire, unable to fight. Issei, using only his keyblades, continued to battle but was grabbed by the Heartless, choking him. Taking a risk, Issei sent a ball of fire right at its face, hoping it would have an effect, but it did nothing. This Heartless was ready for them all. Issei felt darkness closing in, thinking he was about to succumb, but just then he was saved by someone he hadn't expected to see in a while. Riku? Yo, Issei already giving up like that? Issei, cough Riku? Riku, didn't think I'd see you here first Sora, and now you. Issei, heh, of course you would be able to handle this guy, you were always better than me in sword fights. Riku noticed Issei's injuries and glanced at his friends, who looked equally battered. Riku, Issei, I need your help. I know a way to save Sora and Kairi, but I need you with me. Issei, really? Wait Riku, I can't yet. I have to help Shrek, I can't let him fight alone. Riku, forget about him Issei. What's more important, someone you just met or your friends? Issei, Riku, what the heck is the matter with you? They are both important. Riku, Issei, they are just people meant to be. Even those two you barely know. Shouldn't we be the ones that matter to you? Issei, you are Riku. That's why I'm trying to find Sora and Kairi. But that doesn't mean I won't help those in need along the way. Issei struggled to his feet, holding on to his side, clearly beaten up. Riku, Issei, I will give you one choice. Come with me alone and help me save Kairi and Sora, or I let you become a prisoner here. Issei felt anger rise within him. His best friend, the one he thought he could count on, was forcing him into this decision. But Issei knew what he had to do. Issei, I don't know who you are right now, but you're not the Riku I know and care about. I will stick with my friends, and I will save Kairi and Sora my own way. Without you. Riku, then this is goodbye, Haidu. Riku shot a ball of darkness at Issei, knocking him out cold. Godmother, thank you so much for your help. Riku, whatever. He was just someone who would have held me back. It's what he deserves. Do what you want with him, I have someone to rescue. Riku stepped through a dark portal, leaving a beaten Issei and his friends. The godmother had the Heartless that had been attacking them chain them up and send them into a dungeon. They were stuck for hours until Issei began to wake up, finding himself chained to a wall. Tannen was hung upside down, visibly frustrated, and Tiamat was chained to the floor. Alan and Elin were both in a small cage. Once Issei woke up, he was surprised to see Shrek, Donkey, and Puss with him. Issei, I can't believe Rika did that. I thought he was my friend. Issei pulled out his keyblade and healed himself and his friends, ensuring they were no longer injured. He also managed to point his keyblade at Tannen's chains, shooting a bright light to release him. Tannen took the opportunity to break the chains on Issei, Tiamat, and Shrek, and destroy the cage Alan and Elin were trapped in. Issei, alright, we're free, but what now? Shrek, I'm going to save my wife, she needs me. Issei, I'll help you. I can't let this happen. Shrek, thank you Issei, right? Issei, yeah, come on let's. The group began to hear rumbling until they saw the wall break down, revealing the same Heartless that Issei and his friends had fought, now wielding both a battle axe and a sword. Issei, it's time for payback. Donkey, hey. Issei, Shrek, get out now and go to your wife. This guy is mine. Kingdom Power Balance Breaker. Issei's armor was engulfed in a new design, the blue parts now red. Tannen, well, this is new. Issei, I won't let you win like last time. My previous balance breaker was mostly defensive with basic damage. This armor is all about power. Issei stabbed his keyblade through the Heartless, causing it to lose its balance. Issei, you have no chance against me now. My power balance breaker gives me strength you can't handle. Issei sent a whirlwind at the Heartless, knocking it out of the dungeon and into the street. Tannen, so that's a power-type armor? Tiamat. But if you notice, Tannen, it's powerful, but the speed is lacking, and the defense is pretty basic. Tannen. Yeah, that's the downside. He'll still win, I know it because he has us. Let's go guys. Tannen and Tiamat were surrounded by an aura of fire, Tiamat's being blue and Tannen's dark red. They charged at the Heartless, creating a crater in the process, helping Issei handle the Heartless by delivering a powerful punch that knocked its head off, causing it to emit a chilling scream. A face appeared, but it was incomplete, with only yellow eyes visible. Issei silenced it by stabbing his bloody ultima into its skull, then unleashed a torrent of fire, burning it from within. He jumped back as it spasmed before finally releasing its heart into the sky. Issei, take that. Tannen, hey, Issei, less talking. We need to get to the castle quickly. Issei, right, we have to help Shrek. Issei exited his balance breaker and began flying towards the castle with his friends. Along the way, they caught up with Shrek, who was riding a giant gingerbread man. Issei, what in the world? Tannen, this guy is insane, but he sure has guts. Say, yo Shrek. Shrek, Issei? Good to see you. We have to get to the castle before it's too late, or Fiona will be marrying a man she doesn't love. Issei, say no more. Issei, Tannen, and Tiamat flew to the top of the castle, where they began fighting the knights guarding it. Issei held back, not wanting to harm knights who were just doing their jobs, but he needed to help Shrek. They managed to close the bridge, giving Shrek enough time to enter the castle. Issei followed him to assist in saving his wife, unaware that they had lost a warrior, the giant gingerbread man, who gave his last breath to keep the gate open. The group made their way to the dance floor, surrounded by knights. Issei shot a dragon blast, sending them flying, and with one final push he burst through the door, revealing Shrek riding in on a horse to save his wife. Shrek, get your hands off my wife, you slimy villain. Fiona, Shrek? Godmother, you couldn't have just stayed in your swamp? Let me tell you again, ogres don't deserve happy endings. Say, wrong. Issei punched the fairy godmother, grabbing her wand and crushing it with his bare hands. Issei, everyone deserves a happy ending, even ogres. It's people like you and your son who don't deserve it. You're the villain here, and I'll make sure to ruin your plans. Issei pointed his keyblade at the sky and shot a beam of light, turning it to midnight. Godmother, no. Prince, kiss her now. She drank the potion. The prince rushed in and kissed Fiona, shocking Shrek, who thought it was over. But it didn't work. Fiona only headbutted him and ran back into Shrek's arms. Issei, only true love can make it permanent, you fairy. Prince and Fiona's love wasn't true. Godmother, you a no good brat. You've ruined everything. The godmother unleashed a wave of darkness that enveloped the entire castle, signaling the start of a fierce battle. Issei, Tannen, and Tiamat were prepared, but Puss also stepped forward, catching their attention. Puss, I will do everything I can to protect my new friend, Shrek. Shrek, don't leave me out of this. Shrek had returned to his ogre form, as had Fiona, while Donkey was back to his usual self, all ready for action. Fiona, so she's the one who tried to ruin me? Well, I won't sit back and hide, I will fight too. Donkey, you will regret messing with us. The godmother summoned a new wand and began firing at Issei and Shrek. Issei blocked the attack with his keyblade, while Shrek raised a shield to defend himself. Tannen snuck up behind her and knocked her to the ground with his tail, and Tiamat followed up with a powerful strike to her side, sending her crashing toward Fiona, who delivered a high kick. Donkey, Puss, and Issei leaped into action, both wielding swords. Puss left his signature mark on her back, while Issei landed several precise slashes. With Shrek holding his keyblade, they unleashed a beam of light that pierced through her, but she wasn't finished yet. Shrek decided to end it by charging at her and performing a belly slam, causing her to float into the air before transforming into bubbles. Prince, Mamino. Issei, your evil days are over, you creep. Issei knocked him out with a swift kick, ensuring he would be imprisoned. Shrek, Fiona. I'm so glad to have you with me once again. I'm so sorry for everything. I just wanted to. Fiona, don't, Shrek. I already have the perfect life with just you in it. Issei smiled, finally feeling a sense of happiness for them. However, he couldn't shake the troubling thoughts about Riku and what had happened to him. He noticed a look in Riku's eyes that mirrored betrayal. Issei began to have a flashback, clutching his head as memories flooded back. Flashback. Issei, but Irina, I thought we were friends. Irina, you thought wrong, Issei. I only hung out with you because my parents asked me to. You're just someone who can't even defend themselves. I'd be surprised if anyone becomes your friend. Anyway, I'm leaving now. Hope we never meet again, useless kid. Issei stared blankly, tears rolling down his face as he ran home, ashamed to think he had a friend. The people around him were right, he was a nobody. He ran as fast as his little legs could carry him until he finally reached home. Issei collapsed onto the floor, hugging his knees until someone came to comfort him, holding him tightly and patting his head. Her voice was like an angel, singing a song that felt familiar. When you walk away. Issei, you don't hear me say. Please, oh baby, don't go. Issei, simple and clean is the way you're making me feel tonight. It's hard to let it go. Issei, Mom? Present. Issei snapped out of his thoughts when Tannen snapped his fingers in front of him. Tannen, you okay? Issei, why yeah, just something crossed my mind. Was that a memory of mine? That look of betrayal. It seems like the same face Rika had. But we are friends, aren't we? Issei felt confused but decided to set it aside since it was time to celebrate their victory. He began to sing with Puss and Donkey, enjoying the happy day. Soon, Issei noticed a glimmer in Tannen's pocket. It was the bottle they had received from Shrek when he drank the potion. It shot a beam of light into the air, revealing a keyhole. Issei pointed his keyblade at it, locking the world. Issei, another world is safe. Tannen, so I guess it's time for us to leave, huh? Hey, so where to now, Issei? Issei, Drake, where to? Drake. The nearest world I can tell is a place called the Book of Life. Issei, so it seems that's our new destination. He looked at Shrek, who was beaming with happiness, and smiled before leaving a note that said they would meet again one day. Issei, alright, guys, time for a new world. With his friends by his side, they embarked on their next adventure, unaware that they were being watched by a hooded figure. This kid will soon remember and discover the reason he was brought here. Isn't that right, old friend? The figure vanished without a trace. And that's the end of this chapter. Issei was traveling to the new world he was meant to be in when he spotted a small village. However, instead of landing there, his keyblade transported them to a completely different place. Issei, okay, so now where are we? Time at, I don't know, but everyone seems to be enjoying a party here. What do you think, Tannen? Everyone looked around, only to find Tannen missing until they spotted him in a parade, wearing a sombrero and shaking maracas, with Alan and Elin by his side. Issei, oh no. Tithe, come on, let's go get that idiot. Tannen, Ariba. Issei, Tannen, get back over here. Issei began chasing Tannen, but they were launched into the air by a seesaw, landing in a castle where a group of skeletons stared at them in shock. Are these living people? How? No one should be able to come down here if they are alive. Issei, hey there. Who are you guys? And how did you get here alive? Issei, well, I can't really explain it since even I don't know. My swords just brought me. Here and now I'm here. Swords? Say that this. Issei pulls out his keyblades, showing them to the others. Tannen, you think it's a good idea to show that here? Issei, I mean we must have been brought here for a reason. Besides, these guys don't seem too bad. I can trust them. Tithe. Alan Elin, what made you think you should join that fool over there? Fire-Eye. Time it. You know he never had sweets, right? Fire-Eye? Time it. Yeah, he's a liar. Fire-Eye. Tannen, I'm sorry. Everyone shared a good laugh at the situation, realizing that Issei and his friends were not bad people. They even introduced themselves. Manolo, I'm Manolo, pleasure to meet you. Carmen, I'm Carmen, good to meet you. Issei also met Manolo's other relatives. They were all amazing people, including his cousins who had fought in the war. Issei, wow, you guys have quite a history. But why so much bullfighting? Manolo, it's a family tradition. Something I wasn't trying to be part of. Issei, why did you become a part of it? Manolo, my father insisted, saying it was what my mom wanted, but it seems he was mistaken. Issei, while I think it's wrong to force that upon you, I believe your dad really did love you. He wanted to make your mom happy, and I guess that's something you wanted too, right? Manolo, yeah. Even though she said she would have been proud of me if I wasn't a bullfighter. Issei, so wait, are you all technically gone? Manolo, I mean yeah. That's why we were shocked when we saw someone alive down here. Issei, well, my sword must have brought me down here for a reason. Issei pointed his keyblade into the air, sending a beam of light shooting out, hoping it would lead him somewhere. Surprisingly, it began moving away from the area. Issei, so it wants me to go over there? Tannen, why is that? Issei, I don't know. Tannen, how about we find out? Issei, yeah, let's go guys. Hey Manolo, it was nice meeting you. Maybe we'll meet up soon, but I have to deal with this. Issei spread his dragon wings and began flying toward the light beam, with Tannen and Tiamat following behind. However, the further they got from Manolo and his group, the darker and creepier it became. Issei, just where is it leading me? Tannen, I don't know, but it better be important. I just downed a bunch of tequila. Tiamat, Tannen, this is why I left your dragon group. Tannen, because of my drinking? Issei, Tannen, you have a drinking problem. We will talk about that later. Tannen, I can stop whenever I want. Issei, we will discuss this later. Issei and his group finally arrived at their destination, the land of the forgotten. Issei, why would it lead me here? What's so important here? Tannen, let's look around, maybe we can find something. Issei searched through caves and small mountains for what they were looking for. Even Tannen dug to see if he could find it, while Tiamat soared through the sky. Finally, Issei discovered 2 blades stuck in the ground beside a suit of armor lying on the floor. Issei, hey, wait a minute. This looks almost like the same armor I wear. Drake, but what is it doing down here? Of all places. Issei, Drake, do you know something about this suit of armor? Drake, it belongs to one of my oldest wielders. Heracus. He was a noble man, even though he never used me because he wanted to prove his strength on his own. It was a shame that I lost him that day. Issei, I'm sorry Drake. I guess compared to him, I'm just a pile of junk, huh? Drake, don't say that Issei. Yes, you aren't as skilled as him, but you've done great things, even wielding 2 keyblades. He would have been proud of you. Say, thanks Drake. Issei began digging a hole to bury the armor, paying his respects before walking toward the keyblades embedded in the ground. Issei, I'm guessing these are the keyblades he used? Drake, actually no. He used 1 keyblade. I don't know what these 2 are, but they seem dull, as if their magical energy is just gone. Issei, HM. Issei grabbed both keyblades, but for some reason his head started to hurt. He didn't let go, instead he held on and began channeling his own magic into the blades. The light he released caught the attention of someone not too far away. Odd, there shouldn't be light like this being released down here. I wonder what's going on. Issei, just a little more. Drake, say, stop. This is too much even for you. Issei, no. Not yet. I'll keep going. He was near these for a reason, so I'll keep trying for him. Tiamat and Tannen met up again with Issei to see what he was doing, but they quickly noticed the Heartless charging towards him. Get away from my friends, you dark creatures. Tannen shouted, using his dragon claw to fend off a Heartless that tried to attack Issei. Tiamat moved closer to Issei and conjured a barrier of fire around him before engaging the Heartless herself. Alan and Elin decided to get serious as well, transforming from their small creature forms into humans. I'm tired of being small and not doing much. Let's do this, Elin. Alan declared. All right, Alan. Elin replied, pulling out dual-wielding guns while Alan brandished a scythe. They shot at the Heartless, hitting them with precision. Guys. Issei began, feeling the pressure of the situation. Better make it worth it, Issei. Drake urged. Issei started pulling keyblades from the ground, channeling magic into them, but the effort caused his head to throb. As he struggled, memories began to surface. Flashback. Hey Issei, thanks a lot for the help, a friend said. Hey, no problem. I'm happy to help, even if you are a devil, Issei replied. Thanks, Issei. You're a true friend. Sorry about everything with Irina, but that was 2 years ago. She was wrong. You've got me as a friend always. Yeah, thanks man. Come on, let's get these to your master before she gets mad at me for no reason. They walked towards an old building, setting things down before parting ways. Issei was on his way home when he was confronted by a red-haired girl. Listen well, human. I don't want you near that boy anymore, you hear me? She warned. Huh? Issei replied, confused. He has training to complete, and he can't do that with you in his way. What's your problem? I'm not listening to you, he's my friend. You can't stop that. Oh really? Kaneko do it. A white-haired girl suddenly punched Issei in the stomach, causing him to stagger back. Going to try again? She taunted. Go eat dirt. Issei managed to say, but another punch landed on his face, knocking out one of his baby teeth. Kiba! What's going on? Someone shouted. Nothing. Stay out of this. This human has to learn not to mess with my family, the red-haired girl insisted. Issei's friend stepped in front of him, drawing a sword to defend him. Issei stared in shock. I said I would have your back, Issei. Even if this person is my master, I will protect you. Thank you. Issei whispered. Present. Kiba. My friend. Issei murmured as he pulled one keyblade out, struggling with the last one. Another memory surfaced. Flashback. Stay away from me, a girl shouted. But I'm just trying to help. Issei replied. Who needs help from someone like you? I can do it on my own. Stop being so stubborn. Issei exclaimed, carrying her on his back as she punched him to let her go. He didn't mind, he had been through worse thanks to Kiba's group. Kiba was always there to protect him, and Issei wanted to defend him too, so he took boxing and kickboxing classes, but he was still human with limits. I said I'm fine. I'm a devil for crying out loud. With a dragon empress within me, she argued. Yeah, and you're injured. I'm patching you up, Issei insisted, bringing her into his house. With his parents out working, he grabbed the first aid kit and began bandaging her leg. Why are you doing this? You really have no reason to, she asked, surprised. Can't a guy just be nice? Issei replied. Yes, but to a random stranger? It's just who I am. You should see the faces on my parents when I once brought a homeless girl to use our shower. They were mad at me, but they understood I had a good reason. Sadly, she had to go. I hope she's okay. You're one weird kid, she said, shaking her head. Meh, I get that a lot, Issei shrugged. Thanks. HM? Did you say something? Issei asked. I said thanks, all right. Geez, she replied, a hint of annoyance in her voice. Yeah, just wanted to hear you say it again, Issei teased. Why, I ought to, she exclaimed playfully. Sorry. Issei laughed. But it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Issei Hayadu and you? Sigh, since I can't get rid of you, I guess I'm stuck with you. My name is... Present. Issei, Valley. Issei pulled the last keyblade from the ground, both now fully active and ready to be used. He was low on breath and felt himself about to pass out until someone Drake knew all too well caught him. Drake, Arrakis? Arrakis, hello, old friend. Drake, how is it that you're alive? Arrakis, I'm not, sadly. I'm using the last remaining magic from my armor to help him here. Drake, I see. Arrakis, Drake, take good care of him. He will do great things. I just know it, since I'm the one who saved him that day. One final flashback. Issei was running for his life. A group of rogue demons was trying to kill him for having a sacred gear and refusing to join them. They were determined to eliminate a 12-year-old. He ran as far as he could, wanting to protect his family and friends. Cornered and smiling, he was ready to accept his fate, closing his eyes to let the pain end. But it never came. Instead, he witnessed all the demons fall before him, thanks to an old man. Arrakis, you're safe now, kid. No need to worry. Issei, amazing. Arrakis, now, kid, you should. Before Arrakis could finish, a demon hurled a spear at Issei, striking him in the chest. Arrakis quickly retaliated with a fireball, eliminating the demon, then rushed to Issei's side to heal him. Issei was unconscious, unable to cope with the shock of being injured. Arrakis safely healed him and removed the sacred gear that had caused so much trouble. Unbeknownst to him, this action was the reason Issei lost his memory. He waited for Issei to wake while keeping an eye out for danger. Eventually, Issei stirred, noticing Arrakis staring into the distance, vigilant against any threats. Startled, Issei spotted his weapon on the ground, quickly grabbing it and aiming it at Arrakis, unaware that this was how he had gained the ability to wield a keyblade. Issei, who are you? Where am I? Arrakis, are you alright, kid? Issei, no. How did I get here? What's going on? Arrakis, okay, relax. I'm just going to try and take you home. Is that alright? Issei, home? I don't remember my home. Honestly, I don't remember much of my life, only my name, Issei. Arrakis, oh no, I accidentally messed with the kid's memory. Drake, oh my god, that's priceless. Arrakis, no, this isn't good, Drake. Crap. Arrakis attempted to summon his keyblade back, but he couldn't. Issei was still holding it. Arrakis, oh no. Drake, you made him a keyblade wielder. Good job. Arrakis, look, Issei, can I have my blade back? I promise I won't hurt you. Just trust me, please. Issei hesitated but slowly returned the keyblade to Arrakis, who summoned it away. However, he quickly used magic to put Issei to sleep because he was at a loss for what to do next. Drake, Arrakis, behind you. The unversed. Arrakis, of all times. Sorry, kid. I'm sending you somewhere new. You'll meet new people and hopefully remember who you are. I'm sorry for what I've done, but I will make it up to you somehow. And with that, Arrakis sent Issei through a portal, landing on Destiny Island, where he met Sora, Riku, and Kairi. Unbeknownst to Issei, Arrakis died that very day, not at the hands of the unversed, but because of one of his students. However, he made it up to Issei by sending Dragon to him, ensuring he would be stronger than ever, knowing he could make a difference. Present. Drake, thank you, Arrakis. It was good to see you again one last time. Arrakis, me too, Drake. And it seems he's finally starting to remember some of his past, so that's good. Protect the world, kid. As one of the Guardians of Light, you will do great things. And with that, Arrakis disappeared. Issei awoke, confused but intrigued by the new keyblades he possessed. Issei, these keyblades. Drake, glad to see you awake, partner. Issei, Drake, what the heck happened? Those memories, Valet. Kiba, those were my friends from back then. Drake, at least you're finally remembering some things, so that's good. Sif, I wonder if they remember me or even miss me. Drake, I'm sure they do, Issei. I mean, they stayed your friends even with all the trouble you got into. Sif, but I don't recall my parents at all. Drake, you will one day, partner. I promise. Issei, thanks, Drake. Now let's test these keyblades out. Issei unleashed a fire barrier to assist his friends who were battling the Heartless. He was astonished at how quick he was now. Issei, alright, I can get used to this. Tannen, what keyblades are those? Issei, Oathkeeper and Oblivion. Don't know why, but that's their name. Timet, well, they seem pretty strong. Can we get out of here now? Alan, yeah, this place scares me. Issei, wait a minute, Alan. Alan, yep. Elin, we were getting tired of just standing by in our small forms, so now we can be more useful. Issei, well, both of you look adorable. Alan, I'm trying to be a badass. Elin, good luck with that. Anyway, let's turn back to our small size now so we can travel easier. Alan and Elin transformed back to their tiny forms, climbing onto Issei's shoulder. He sheathed his blades and began making his way toward the castle in the center of the area when he spotted someone familiar running on a bridge. Issei, wait a minute, is that Manolo? Tannen, yeah, but why are they down here? Timet, I don't know, but they seem determined. Issei, come on, let's go say hi. Issei leaped toward them, astonishing Tannen with how far he could jump now. Even Timet was a bit impressed, but they spread their wings and followed behind Issei. He landed right next to Manolo, who was running beside him. Issei, hey, Manolo, what's going on? Manolo, Issei? Why are you down here? Issei, well, my blades brought me down here for something I found. I discovered the item, but now I'm following you. Manolo, well, I'm trying to get back to the land of the living since I got here unfairly. Issei, how? Manolo, a man named Xibalba cheated while trying to win a bet with La Muerte to rule her land because he got tired of this place. Issei, oh, that's ridiculous. Let me handle him. Manolo, no, Issei, this is my problem. I can't get you involved in this. Issei, hey, it's no problem. We'd be happy to help, right guys? Tannen, we don't have much to do right now, so yeah, we can give you a hand. Time it. Let's take down some undead. The group arrived at the location Manolo needed, where they encountered someone Issei found strikingly beautiful. Manolo, are you La Murite? Murite, wait a minute, Manolo, how did you get here? And you three, how did you end up here? Manolo, I had a little help from the candle maker here. Candle, hi. Issei, as for us, my blades brought me here for a reason, which I've completed. Now I'm just here to help a friend in trouble. Murite, wait, which blades? If you could show me. Issei pulled out his new blades for her to see. Murite, those blades. The ones that have been unmovable for months. Issei, yeah, it seems they just needed a bit of my magic and now they belong to me. Sorry. Murite, no, it's all right. But Manolo, why are you here with Carmen and the head of Luis? Issei, I just noticed this man is literally a head. Luis's body began to reform, which was a good sign, but Manolo confronted La Murite, telling her that Xibalba had cheated in their little bet with a two-headed snake. Everyone noticed how angry she was getting, and even the candle maker warned them to cover their ears. Tannen and Tiamat instantly complied since they had enhanced hearing, while Issei simply donned his helmet, not wanting to hear this. Murite, Xibalba. Issei, thank you for the soundproof helmet. Drake, you're welcome, partner. Xibalba appeared, thinking La Murite wanted him for another reason, but then he noticed Manolo there, which made him a bit uneasy, especially when La Murite discovered he had cheated in the bet and that this man had given someone named Joaquin the Medal of Everlasting Life. Say, may I ask what that is? Murite, it's a medal that, if anyone wears it, they can't die or be injured. Issei, Tannen, that shouldn't exist. Honestly, people would kill for that thing. Murite, that's why I'm taking it back and destroying it. Issei, can I clarify something? You technically killed this man for no good reason. Xibalba, yeah. Issei dashed at Xibalba and landed a solid punch, releasing some of his power. Issei, he didn't deserve to die over a foolish bet, you creep. Xibalba, oh, now you've angered me, kid. Sit, bring it on. I've faced things far scarier than you. Issei quickly pulled his blades while Tannen ignited his fists, and Tiamat, along with Alan and Elin, transformed into their human forms, readying their weapons. Xibalba, I wasn't expecting this. Issei, you still want to try me? Either you revive Manolo, or I'll make sure you don't see tomorrow. Manolo, now hold on, Issei. While I appreciate what you're doing, let me handle this. Xibalba, let's make a deal. Manolo struck a deal with Xibalba, which La Murite also became involved in. If Manolo faced the challenge Xibalba presented and won, he would regain his life. If he lost, he would rule over both realms. Issei wasn't going to let that happen, still wielding his keyblades just in case. Everyone was transported to a stadium, with Manolo at its center. Issei, I hope he knows what he's doing. Tannen, I'm sure he does. These Sanchez people think highly of themselves, so maybe he can win. Issei and his friends watched as Manolo faced off against the bulls, and Issei was amazed by his skill, even fighting against thousands at once. He wanted to help but had to follow the rules and stayed back. Then he noticed someone else arrive, someone who looked similar to Manolo. Issei, who are you? I'm Carmen. Carlos. Carmen rushed to hug this man, and Issei guessed he was her special someone. Carlos, what is going on? Issei, sorry to say this, but you're dead. Carlos, I guess I am, but that's not important right now. Chakal and his men are at the gates of San Angel. Issei, who's Chakal? Carlos, the most dangerous man we've ever faced, and now he's heading for my people. Issei stood there worried. Now Manolo had a bigger reason to finish this. Issei hoped he could join him to help, but for now, he kept watching Manolo fight the bulls, or rather, a giant bull. Issei, oh, that's just unfair. I'd say, let us help if you're going to do this, you scoundrel. Xibalba, He said only he would handle this on his own, or he loses. This time, Tannen was the one to punch Xibalba. Tannen, if this is how you treat your own people, no wonder they don't respect you. You're just trash. While I can't help Manolo, I can definitely enjoy beating you up. Issei, Tannen, stop. As much as I dislike him too, remember we are only here to help the world, not make it worse. Tannen, sigh alright, but if this guy pulls anything else, I won't hesitate. Say, yes, same here. Nurit, you've really angered the wrong people. Xibalba, yeah, no kidding. While Manolo continued to fight the bull, a new person joined the fray, Luis's mother, who had passed away. Back to the bullfight, Manolo managed to get the bull to crash into the wall, stunning it. However, the force sent Manolo flying, his sword and guitar slipping from his grasp. He was close to winning, and all he had to do was pick up the sword and stab it. Say, no. I don't know why, but don't pick up the sword, Manolo. Tannen, huh? Time it. Are you okay, Issei? Issei, yeah, but I feel like Manolo made the right choice choosing the guitar. We're about to hear something great. Manolo began strumming his guitar, trying to play, but he got hit, sending him flying backward. He got back up and began playing his song, The Apology. Timet, that was beautiful. Issei, the apology that the bull has been waiting for centuries. Tannen, most importantly, he actually forgave him, Manolo, and moved on with his life. Manolo's family rushed to congratulate him. His father even apologized for not being a good father, but Manolo understood the reasons behind it and held no blame. Everyone joined in for a group hug. Issei watched with a smile, but the sight brought back a memory of his own parents together. Issei, are those my Drake? Those were your parents, partner? Issei, we looked so happy. I will meet you soon. Please just wait for me. We will be a family again, I promise. Tannen, Issei, you okay? Issei, yeah, sorry I spaced out there. Tannen, well, get ready. We are going back to the land of the living. Issei, oh yeah, let's go. Issei and his friends stood next to Manolo, Issei already wielding his new keyblades and entering a new type of kingdom balance breaker. Issei, Manolo, let's do this. Manolo, thank you, Issei, for coming to help. Issei, hey, it's no problem. I'm happy to help, right guys? Tannen, time, sure. Alan, enough talk, let's go kick some butt. Elin, cool it, Alanus. Manolo, Issei, and his friends began their journey back to the land of the living, where Manolo immediately uppercut Chakal. Issei, oh that's sweet. Upon arriving, Manolo helped his girlfriend Maria up and shared a kiss with her in front of everyone. Tannen gave a thumbs up while Issei blushed and looked away, and Timat tugged on Issei's sleeve, hoping he would do the same. Issei, Tannen, you're my mate, it's natural, isn't it? Issei, how about we defeat these guys first, then I'll kiss you? Think of it as a reward. Timat, let's go, you pesky humans. Drake, oh no, you've awakened a dragon's urges. Manolo drew his swords, ready to fight. Issei also prepared his weapons, while Tannen picked up a sword and ignited it. Timat transformed her arm into dragon claws, setting them ablaze. Alan pulled out his scythe, and Elin aimed her weapons at the imposing figure. Maria, Joaquin, even the little ones are braver than me. Chakal, some army you have there, bullfighter, but it's not enough. Issei, hey, that's what you think. With incredible speed, Issei took down one of Chakal's minions, shocking the townsfolk and even Manolo. Manolo, I didn't know he could do that. Timet, we have many tricks up our sleeves, trust us. Chakal, you pesky little. Issei, did you say something? Issei quickly kicked Chakal into a building, but he landed right back next to Manolo. Tannen, you really are fast, but your defense is lacking, I can tell. Issei, you have no idea. I'm still trying to find the perfect spot for it to even out, but not yet. Chakal, you really think a simple kick like that will stop me? Issei, you can keep fighting, big guy, but remember, you're the only one against many of us right now. Chakal, who said these were my only soldiers? Out of nowhere, Chakal summoned dark creatures, shocking Issei and his friends. Tannen, Manolo, you and your friend handle Chakal, we'll take care of these dark creatures. Maria, but we can help. Tiamat, I know you're strong, but these dark creatures are our responsibility. Handle Chakal with the Sanchez family, all right? Maria, yes, understood. Manolo, come on, guys, no retreat. Joaquin and Maria, no surrender. Issei began fighting the dark creatures, slashing them away. He switched from his speed armor to his defensive one to absorb a few hits. Tanin, with his flaming sword, stabbed it into the ground, opening the floor beneath the dark creatures and shooting fire right up into their faces. Tiamat bashed two dark creatures' heads together, eliminating them, but she found herself surrounded. Choosing to light her legs on fire, she spun on her hands, kicking the dark creatures away. Tiamat, you are nothing against me. Tanin, hey Issei, want to do a combo? Issei, you know it. Tiamat, don't leave me out of this. All three began building up power. Issei used air magic, Tanin used fire, and Tiamat used ice. They released a giant blast, taking out all the dark creatures in one go. Fire, ice, and a strong wind filled the area thanks to Issei. See, take that, you dark creatures. Issei was about to help Manolo when he sensed a great amount of darkness forming. His wings began to gather fire and ice, combining them with the darkness to form something Manolo had already faced. Issei, a bull? Tanin, it seems like it has our magic within it too. Tiamat, and I don't think singing to this one will set its heart free. Say, well, bring it on, bull. Issei charged at the bull, clashing weapons against one of its horns while Tanin did the same with the other. Tiamat, along with Alan and Elin, took the chance to strike the dark creature right in the forehead, causing it to stagger. This sent Issei and Tanin into the air, where they took the opportunity to dive straight down onto the bull's back. However, they soon found themselves frozen to the creature. Tanin, oh no. The bull charged straight into the bell tower, where Issei and Tanin landed on the roof. Say, ow, my ribs. Tanin, my tail. Issei used a potion to heal himself and Tanin before rejoining the battle, summoning a bolt of lightning that struck the bull directly on the head, causing significant damage. Tiamat, with the help of Alan and Elin, pierced right through the bull. Enraged, the bull began gathering a ball of magic with its horn and hurled it toward Issei and his friends. Issei, wielding his keyblades, held it in place. Tanin seized the moment to add more magic alongside Tin. Issei understood their plan and did the same before spinning around and sending the ball of magic right back at the bull, resulting in a massive explosion. Issei, take that. The bull stood still for a moment before its head fell off, destroying the shell and releasing the heart. Tanin, another heart freed. How many hearts have fallen into darkness to create so many of these things? Issei, I don't know. All I hope is that Sora is doing fine against these creatures. With Sora, swimming with a tail is the hardest thing I've faced. Donald, try being an octopus. Goofy, guys. Sora, oh yeah, sorry Goofy. Come on you guys. Sora, I really hope Issei has better luck than we do right now. Back with Issei. Issei was taking down the last remaining dark creatures with his friends, but he was worried when Manolo risked his life to stop Chakal from causing an explosion with the bell from the tower. Issei thought Manolo had perished, and even his girlfriend Maria believed he was gone. But he survived, thanks to the medal of everlasting life that Joaquin threw to him just in time, though he lost an eye in the process, something Issei couldn't heal but could lessen the pain. In the end, it was a happy ending for Manolo. He got his girl, and they were now going to be married. Issei didn't stay, though. Sadly, he joined La Murite on top of the church, watching from a window with his friends. Issei, they will make a good couple. Tiamat, Issei, you're forgetting about me. Tanin, oh yeah, don't break a dragon promise, Issei. Issei, oh no. Tiamat grabbed Issei and planted a deep kiss on his lips before letting go and liking her lips. Tiamat, we'll finish this when our adventure is over. Issei, sweet baby Jesus. The group shared a light moment until Issei noticed that the metal Zilbalba had begun glowing. He prepared himself, pulling out his keyblades and approaching the keyhole the metal created. Issei, and another world protected. Tanin, so we're leaving, huh? Issei, yep, another world needs our help. Maybe we'll find my friends in this one. Tannen, which friends do you mean? Say it. Issei had to think that one through. He was now looking for more than just Riku, Sora, and Kairi. He was also searching for old friends Kiba and Valley. Issei, well, we'll just have to see who we meet first. Issei activated his balance breaker, leaving his new friends. He bid farewell with fireworks. Manolo saw and smiled at the sky, raising his sword in the air to show his goodbye. Issei, next up is Burke. Tannen, what is that? Issei, I don't know, but my helmet says oh my, this is the land of dragons. Tiamat, you're kidding. Issei, I wish I was. Seems like we are helping dragons out today, boys. Somewhere far away, two black hooded figures wandered through a city, holding missing person posters. These two were none other than Kiba and Valley. Valley, 4 years he's been missing, and we still have no trace of him. Kiba, let's not lose faith, Valley. We joined the group because they know where he is. Valley, yeah, but once we find him, I'm leaving. They are definitely not a group I will follow, especially Rias. Once I find Issei, I'm done being her pawn. Kiba, no kidding. Once I find Issei, I'm quitting being her knight and doing everything I can to protect my friend. You too, our leader has a new mission for you. Valley, again? Less complaining and just go. I can't believe he had me taking care of 2 kids. Kiba, Valley, let's just go, Kiba. It's better than facing him. Kiba, I hope we find Issei soon, or else I might end up in a really bad group. End of chapter. Issei and his friends landed on a rock in the middle of nowhere, with water stretching as far as the eye could see. Issei, what have we gotten ourselves into? Tannen, I don't know, but there are many dragon power signatures to the east. Issei, why so many over there? Tiamat, don't know. How about we find out? Sure, let's go. Issei and his friends began flying toward the dragons, sensing many dragon signatures. Tannen was excited to meet other dragons, but their way was blocked by Heartless, already looking for a fight. What frustrated Tannen and Tiamat was that these creatures dared to take the form of dragons. Issei, guys, you're scaring me. Tiamat, we have to take them down. Tannen, how dare they use my species as their disguise? Issei, sigh, alright, let's do this, Alan and Elin. Fire-eye. Issei donned scale mail armor instead of his kingdom armor while wielding his pure Ultima and his bloody Ultima, preparing to fight the Heartless. Unknown to the group, they were being watched from a distance by a figure riding a dragon. Stop. What are you doing? Issei, dude, I don't know who you are, but you might want to get out of here. You don't know what these creatures are. It seems to me you are hurting dragons. Tannen, listen, these aren't dragons. They are a different type of race that can take any form. Right now, they may seem like dragons, but trust me, they are not. I know what a real dragon is, and I'm sure your dragon friends can tell the difference too. The random guy looked at his dragon, who was growling at the Heartless, ready to fight. Alright then, when this is over, mind giving me an explanation on what these are? And most importantly, how do you 3 even have wings? Tiamat, I don't see why not. If this guy can tame a night fury, he can be trusted in my book. Tannen, it's been a long time since I've seen your kind. Issei, you know these types of dragons? Drake, partner, these types of dragons exist in your home world as well. They are just hidden deep in the ocean. We can meet them one day if we find our way there. Issei, sweet. The fighting continued with the random guy helping them in battle, having his dragon shoot the Heartless out of the sky with its breath attack while Tannen and Tiamat took them down with their bare hands. Issei watched, feeling somewhat useless as they handled everything. Issei, note to self, don't make real dragons mad by making fake dragons. Drake, technically, you are a fake dragon until the transformation is complete. Say, wait, what? Drake, yeah, remember in that Madagascar place? To awaken the kingdom's balance breaker form, you sort of had to turn your heart into a dragon heart. So, you are still evolving, getting stronger almost every minute. Issei, so, I will basically be half dragon from now on? Drake, Issei, well, that's pretty cool. Issei watched as his friends finished off the remaining Heartless, then began following the random person to a rock since he wanted an explanation. Hiccup. Well, my name is Hiccup, and this here is my best friend, Toothless. Toothless bowed down, which confused Hiccup, but Tannen and Tiamat understood why. Tannen. Yo, get up, Toothless. We may be Dragon Kings, but that title doesn't mean much. Hiccup. Dragon Kings? Tannen. Man, do we owe you an explanation? Tannen went on to explain that he and Tiamat were Dragon Kings, just in their human forms at the moment. Next, Issei had to explain that he had a Dragon Emperor within him, making him part dragon, even showing the boosted gear. Hiccup. So wait. You three are humanoid dragons? Issei, basically. Tannen. I'm 100% dragon, so is Tiamat. We're just stuck in these human bodies for some odd reason, but we can tap into our dragon forms if we use 100% of our power. Hiccup. No way. Humanoid dragons. This is amazing. Oh, you have to come to our village. My father will be amazed. Issei raised an eyebrow. Whoa, calm down. How do we know you won't betray us? Hiccup shook his head. I would never. Everyone in my village loves dragons. We keep them as pets, but they are more importantly our family. Toothless rubbed against Hiccup, who affectionately patted him on the head. Issei smirked. Hey, nice guy. I don't see why we shouldn't go back to your village. It could be nice to meet new people. Before we go, give me a quick second, Hiccup said, pulling out a piece of paper from his armor and starting to map the area. Issei noticed he was making good progress and was even impressed. Just then, a blonde girl named Astrid approached them, questioning who Issei and his friends were. They explained themselves yet again, finding it a bit annoying, but they let it slide. Astrid was surprised to learn they were Dragon Kings, especially Issei, who looked like a kid but was actually a Dragon Emperor. Issei grinned. I may be a kid, but I pack a punch. Astrid crossed her arms, a challenge in her eyes. Oh really? Prove it. Issei sighed. Time to show my dragon shot. Tannen warned, yeah, you guys might want to back up. Dragon shot. Issei unleashed a massive green blast towards a mountain, causing a significant portion of it to crumble. Astrid's eyes widened. Holy cow! Don't mess with me, Issei said confidently. Tannen nodded. It's gotten stronger since the last time I've seen it. Astrid looked astonished. You're telling me that move was weaker? Tiamat chimed in. Yeah, but Issei always manages to get stronger with every single fight. Believe me now? Issei asked, a smirk on his face. Astrid nodded, then turned to Hiccup, asking why he hadn't been at Berk. Hiccup launched into a rant about his father giving him a huge speech about becoming the new chief of his village. Astrid was happy for him, while Issei shrugged, and Tannen and Tiamat seemed indifferent. However, Issei noticed smoke rising in the distance, and Hiccup spotted it too. Come on, we have to check it out. Hiccup urged. We're right behind you, Issei replied, spreading his wings along with his friends. Whoa, Astrid exclaimed. Heh, trust me, we have more surprises to come. Issei said, flying ahead with his friends in tow. They're fast. Astrid remarked. I guess that's the power of Dragon Kings. Hiccup replied, as Toothless nodded, understanding the strength of Dragon Kings. As they approached the area, they were shocked to see the entire forest engulfed in flames. What the heck happened here? Issei asked, bewildered. I don't know, but it seems like they were just here, Tannen replied. Guys, what the heck is that? Tiamat pointed to a giant ice sculpture that resembled a village that had been attacked. What the heck happened here? Issei echoed, scanning the area. Suddenly, a voice shouted, Fire! Issei turned to see a net flying towards him. He quickly drew his keyblades and sliced through the net before launching a fireball at the machine that had fired it. That's one way to say hello, Issei quipped. Well, let's show them how we say hello. Tannen declared. Tiamat was already in action, igniting her legs and diving towards the attackers. God, I love how she is. Issei said, admiring her. Drake chimed in, my partner likes strong mates. I've got a good one, boys. Less looking and more dodging. Tannen shouted as a barrage of arrows flew towards them. Issei quickly cast a barrier around himself while Tannen unleashed a fire breath to incinerate the arrows. Tiamat leaped towards the attackers, knocking them out with ease. "Is that all you Vikings got?" she taunted. "Why you? Just what are you?" "You're no ordinary dragon rider," one of the attackers yelled. Issei frowned. "What the heck is a dragon rider?" "Don't play dumb. You dragon rider, going off and doing the right thing, destroying our fort and stealing our dragons," the attacker accused. "Listen, we didn't steal any dragons, and we aren't dragon riders. We didn't cause this, so don't blame us." Issei shot back. Hiccup interjected, "Now hold on, other dragon riders?" "Oh, hey Hiccup, what took you so long?" Issei asked. "I didn't know you three were that fast." Hiccup admitted. "Now I'll bet that's a Night Fury." "I don't think Drago has one of those in his army," the attacker sneered. "Dragon army?" Hiccup echoed, confused. "Look, we don't want any trouble. We didn't cause this. We'll just leave and let you be," Hiccup said, trying to defuse the situation. "Oh, I don't think so, pal. You owe us, and we'll be taking your dragons one way or another," the attacker threatened. "Oh really? You think you can take them after getting beaten by 2 dragons and 1 half-dragon? You really want to try?" Issei challenged, his keyblades at the ready, while Tannen and Tiamat prepared to fight. "It's thanks to you dragon riders that Drago Bloodfist isn't getting his dragons. See this scar? I got it when I didn't deliver his shipment of dragons, and now I'll get worse since the dragons I've caught are gone," the attacker raged. "Sorry, but dragons aren't things. And now that I'm here, I'll make sure of it," Issei declared. Hiccup added, "Whatever is going on, we didn't cause it, so just let us go, and we won't bother you." Eret, the attacker, finally introduced himself. "Where are my manners? My name is Eret, the best dragon trapper out there." "Well, good meeting you, but it's time we leave," Issei said. "They all say that." "Rush them lads," Eret commanded. The Vikings charged at the group, but Issei quickly used his magic to stop time around them, leaving Hiccup and Astrid confused. "Stopga, a very useful spell," Issei explained. "And pretty overpowered," Tannen added. "It's better than hurting more humans." "I can tell Issei doesn't like that," Tiamat said. "Heh, you caught me," Issei admitted. "But Hiccup, what now? Those guys seemed really mad, and if this Drago guy is really after your dragons, things could get ugly." Hiccup sighed. "I don't know, but I have to warn my father. He needs to know what's about to happen." "Mind if we follow?" Issei asked. "We want to help as much as we can." Hiccup, "Yeah, sure, the more help, the better." Tannen, "So, a village of dragons, cool." Tiamat, "Why do you need to see more when you already have a territory full of them?" Tannen, "Nobody says I can't meet new ones, but then again, it's been a while since I've seen my people. I wonder if they're worried about me." Tiamat, "Why wouldn't they be?" Tannen, "I don't know, it just seems they have been keeping their distance from me, as if I'm not really there." Tiamat, "That's odd." Tannen, Issei, "Well, if we ever go back to Kuo, you can go off and see them. If you want, you can even stay with them, but remember, we will always be friends to the very end, alright?" Tannen, "Yeah, alright kid." The group arrived at Hiccup's village, and Tannen was impressed by the dragons he saw. He had never seen anything like them. Tannen, "Wow." Tiamat, "These dragons are unlike anything I've seen before." Issei, "No kidding. I wonder if I can get my own dragon." Drake, "So I'm just a piece of metal at this point, huh?" Issei, "Drake, you know I don't mean it like that." Drake, "I know, just wanted to scare you a bit." Issei, "You mother." Hiccup, "That. I need to tell you something very important right now." Stoic, "Hey there, Tchen. So I'm guessing you've come to claim the title of chief?" Hiccup, "Dad, not right now. Look, you have to listen to me." Stoic, Hiccup, "Who are these 3? Hiccup, "God. Hey, first, these are good people. They helped me with a new problem. Some people who call themselves dragon trappers are kidnapping dragons, and they say they are going to come after our dragons." Stoic, "And who is this supposed man that's coming for them?" Issei, "Some guy named Drago Bloodfist, strange name." Stoic, "Drago." Hiccup, "Wait, you know him?" Stoic began to realize that this was a significant threat, and he started warning his whole village to lock the place down and hide the dragons. Hiccup, Dad, what's going on? Why are you so worried about this guy? Stoic, he's a madman. If he's kidnapping dragons and building a dragon army, then God help us all. Hiccup, then let's ride out there, follow the dragon trapper, and talk some sense into Drago. Issei, Hiccup, not to be that guy, but this sounds like a madman. He's kidnapping dragons and making a dragon army. I don't think this man can be reasoned with. Hiccup, but it's our duty to keep the peace. Stoic, sorry Hiccup, but peace is over. It's time I taught you about war, son. Hiccup, war? Dad, we can't wait for Drago to come here and take our dragons. Let's go find him and talk some sense into him. Stoic, Drago is someone you can't reason with. He's a madman, Hiccup. You should be worried about Burke. A chief protects his own. Hiccup began looking at Toothless, both thinking the same thing. Issei noticed and knew something dangerous was about to happen. Issei, guys, wings. Tannen, let's go. Tiamat, right behind you, let's go. Stoic, what? Dragon wings? Issei, sorry, but we aren't really part of Burke, so we aren't staying. Issei flew out with Hiccup, making Stoic mad, and even Astrid followed from behind. Issei, so, can I ask what's the plan, Hiccup? Hiccup, just follow my lead. They found Eret and his crew once again, and of course, they got nets shot at them, which Issei easily slashed away. Upon arriving at the ship, Issei heard Hiccup mention that they were turning themselves in, which confused him, but he went along with the plan and followed Hiccup to the bottom of the ship. When told to turn in his weapon, Issei explained that he couldn't since it was part of him and would just return. So, Hiccup tied his hands together to prevent him from trying anything. Issei, does this guy forget I can use magic? Drake, just go with it, partner. We've come this far. So, he complied, and everyone laughed when Hiccup said he would change Drago's mind about dragons. Hiccup tried to prove it to Eret first to show him how dragons really are, but the plan backfired when his other friends came to save him. Issei, I'm guessing this wasn't part of the plan. Astrid, no, why now? Tannen, is that man flying? Tiamat, seems like he made himself a wing suit. Issei, can I burn these ropes off now? Tiamat, give me a few minutes, then you can. Drake, burn them off. Issei did just that and broke out of the cell they were in. Tannen, you forget the kid is 16, Tiamat. Tiamat, I can wait another year then. Tannen, woman. Issei, alright, so what the heck is going on? Hiccup, my dad. Issei, oh, this can't be good. Stoic came off his dragon, furious. Issei backed away as Stoic tried to drag Hiccup back, but Hiccup insisted he could talk Drago out of it. Stoic had had enough and told him the truth. Drago only wanted war. He began recounting his backstory about a meeting to discuss dragons and how Drago had a way to control them. All he needed was for them to follow him as their leader. Stoic and the others found this ridiculous and mocked him, which Drago took as an offense, leading to many dragon killings. Stoic was the only chief to survive. So, Tannen, if this guy can control dragons, then he really is a threat. Tiamat, you don't think. Issei, if he can control these dragons, could he be able to control you, Drake? Drake, no, since I'm in the boosted gear. I really don't know if he could control Tannen and Tiamat, though. Issei, so there's a risk. Tiamat, as if I'll let some human take control over me. Tannen, let me find him, I'll take him out easily. Hiccup, sorry Dad, but I need to go find him and talk some sense into him. If I could with you, then I know I can with him. Hiccup got on Toothless and flew off, with Issei and his friends following behind. Issei, we don't know where we're going, we'll just have to find out what the plan is from here on out. Issei was right behind Hiccup, wondering where they were headed. They were high in the sky, and Issei was actually enjoying it. It was peaceful until the group noticed someone flying in the sky as well. Issei, what the heck? Hiccup, you're seeing this too, right? Tannen, Alan, what was in that apple again? Tiamat, I heard something interesting. Tannen, we know we are joking, chill. Everyone was waiting to see what this random person would do. What they didn't expect was that Issei and his friends were grabbed by random dragons, along with Hiccup. Hiccup, toothless. Issei, hey, let go of. Tannen looked to say, stop. They aren't harming us. Look, another dragon is picking up Toothless. Issei watched and saw that Tannen was right. Issei, but why aren't you guys breaking free? We could easily do it. Tiamat, I'm actually interested in where we are being taken right now. Tannen, with this many dragons going to one place, they must be heading to their hive. Issei, really? Drake, he is correct. They respect their king right now, and we are about to see who it is. Say, oh sweet. Everyone was dropped off in a strange cave surrounded by dragons. Issei quickly activated his kingdom balance breaker, releasing the aura of a dragon. Tannen and Tiamat roared to make it clear who they were dealing with. Hiccup, whoa. Every dragon there quickly bowed down, respecting not just one but 2 dragon kings and 1 emperor. Issei, that settles that. Issei quickly pointed his pure ultimate keyblade at the stranger. Issei, just who are you and why are you here? The person ignored Issei and quickly looked at Hiccup. Issei, am I being ignored? Tannen, ouch. Tiamat, that's gotta hurt your pride. The person spun her staff, striking it on the ground, where another dragon brought Toothless. Issei, nice entry. Hiccup, Toothless. It's okay boy, everything is going to be alright. The stranger approached Hiccup slowly. Toothless was about to defend him, but the stranger did something that knocked Toothless out. Issei was about to intervene, but Tannen held him back. Tannen, this person isn't dangerous, trust her. Issei watched as she checked on Hiccup but backed away upon noticing a mark on Hiccup's face. Hiccup? Everyone was confused. This lady knew Hiccup? Hiccup, should I know you? No, you were only a baby. But a mother never forgets. Hiccup was shocked by the revelation. This was his mother? She began leading the whole group somewhere else, and they followed her, Hiccup wanting answers while Issei went along with the flow. They finally reached their destination, seeing many dragons flying around. Issei was impressed, as was Tannen. They saw Hiccup's mother again, now on a dragon herself. She introduced herself to Issei and his friends. Her name was Valka. With introductions out of the way, they began meeting new dragons, some injured because of Drago. This affected Issei deeply, causing him to release too much of his aura, which Tiamat smacked him on the back of the head for. Valka, now that I notice, you 3 aren't regular people. Hiccup, Mom, how do I explain this? These 3 are dragons themselves. Valka, what? Tannen, he's right, I'm Tannen, the Blaze Meteor Dragon. Tiamat, I'm Tiamat, the Chaos Karma Dragon. Issei, and I'm Issei, the host of the Red Dragon of Domination. Drake, that would be me Drake, the Red Emperor. Valka, amazing. I've never seen anything like this. 3 humanoid dragons. Say, yeah, but we are more advanced, as you would say. Unlike these dragons, we don't have breath attack limits. Valka, no wonder the other dragons showed you respect. They would only do that with their own king. Everyone walked towards the edge to see a giant dragon. Issei was amazed. It looked incredible, a bewilderbeast, as Valka called it. The dragon turned towards them and sensed Issei and his friend's presence, bowing down to them instead. Issei, hey now, no need to bow. We are friends here. Tannen, yeah, we may be dragon kings, but we are just visitors, so lift your head up, big guy. The dragon straightened up and let out a light breath attack, causing Issei's hair to freeze while his friends remained unharmed. Say, very funny. Hiccup, it got me too. They brushed off the ice and shared a good laugh. Issei asked if he could stay and hang out with the dragons. Valka said it was fine as she and Hiccup went out to fly on their dragon. Issei, this is amazing. So many dragons. Tannen, do you have this many back in Kuo? Tannen, sadly, no. Dragons are almost extinct, and Ophis and Great Red don't do anything to protect us. I've been the one protecting the dragons. I need to go back. Tiamat, Tannen, are you even sure they care about you? Tannen, what do you mean? Tiamat, I visited once, Tannen, and everyone just seemed to talk poorly about you becoming a devil just for land. They respect Crom more. Some even left your territory to join him. Tannen, you're lying. Tiamat, no, I'm not. I'm not saying they don't respect you, Tannen. Maybe they do, and some people are jealous, but you have to notice that maybe your people aren't as loyal as you think. Tannen sat down, really considering what Tiamat said. Sure, he noticed some of his people didn't look at him the same way, but he had paid no mind to it. He only did it for them, but how would they react to his return? That thought weighed heavily on him. Issei, hey, Tannen, even if those people of yours did leave, remember you have us as your friends. We won't ever leave you alone. Tiamat, I agree with Issei. We work together just fine. I don't see why we should stop now. Tannen, huh? Thanks, you too. We'll just have to see if we ever get to Kuo, honestly. Issei, yeah, and I still need to find Sora and Kairi. Tiamat, and not Riku? Issei, I don't know. He just seems off. I want to see him again, but that wasn't him. It felt like a copy of someone I didn't know. Tiamat, well, let's see what happens once we save this world from whatever is coming. Hiccup and his mother returned from their flying trip. Hiccup went to look at the dragons one more time while Issei chose to take a small nap on Tiamat's lap since there wasn't much going on. Tiamat herself fell asleep as well, needing a break from the ongoing battle. Unbeknownst to Hiccup, he was being kidnapped by his own father, who was dragging him back home until he saw his wife once more, leaving him in shock. The day went on, and the group remained unaware that danger was approaching swiftly, waking Issei and his friends. Issei, guys, we've got company. Tannen, yeah, I sense a great power coming this way. Tiamat, let's go. Issei and his friends ran out to see thousands of Vikings surrounding the area. Hiccup, oh no. Issei, just who are these people? Valka, these are Drago's men. We need to get the dragons out of here. We need to save them. Issei, you don't need to tell me twice. Tannen, Tiamat, Alan, and Elin, let's go. Alan, alright, let's go. Elin, you Vikings won't harm these dragons. Issei activated his kingdom power balance breaker and began fighting the Vikings, noticing that the Heartless were also appearing. Issei, oh come on. Tannen, less complaining. Say, alright, let's do this, guys. Issei jumped straight into battle, knocking a few Vikings out with his keyblades and even blowing up some of the catapults with his magic. Tannen used his bare fist to take down some Vikings and kicked one toward their own ship, destroying it. Tiamat, with quick speed, kneed many of the Vikings in the stomach before spinning and kicking them away. Alan and Elin stood back to back, Alan slicing the Heartless while Elin shot at them until they were nothing. At one point, Issei noticed they were imprisoning dragons. He ran towards the giant cage, busted it open, and released the dragons. Issei, let's see you try that again. Of course, he wasn't the only one fighting. Astrid and more of Hiccup's friends emerged from the cages, joining the fight. He even noticed Eret on a dragon, helping. Tannen, bring it on, Vikings. If you really think you can take down a dragon king. Tiamat, Tannen, how about we show our true forms? Tannen, I couldn't agree more. Both Tannen and Tiamat began transforming into their true dragon forms, scaring many of the Vikings, but not Drago. He saw this as a challenge to recruit more dragons. Issei, if only I had something like that. Drake, well, you do, but your body isn't ready for it yet, partner. Don't feel too bad. In your kingdom balance breaker, you're enough to match those two. Issei, yeah, but still, I'd rather be a giant dragon too. Issei continued fighting the Heartless as most of the Vikings fled, but everyone began noticing the Heartless changing, becoming dragons themselves. Issei, oh no. Tannen, everyone, don't trust those dragons with hearts on them. They are evil. Destroy them. Chapter end. Issei was standing next to Sora, with his friends and Sora's friends standing behind them. Issei, have you gotten stronger since the last time I saw you, Sora? Sora, I should be asking you that, Issei. Riku, you two just love getting in the way, well, no more. I will take you both out right here, right now. Really now? Issei replied, a hint of challenge in his voice. Sorry, Riku, but I won't lose to you again. Sora declared. The three of them clashed their keyblades together, with Sora and Issei pushing Riku back. What Rika didn't expect was a sudden punch to the face from both of them. "Don't leave me out of this fight," Tannen shouted. "If you think I'd be left out, you're dead wrong," Tiamat added. "Whoa," Donald exclaimed. "Gosh, Issei sure found some good friends for his adventure," Goofy remarked. "He also has us," Alan chimed in. "Who are you two?" Goofy asked. "Remember the two small creatures Issei had?" Elin replied. "Those are you too?" Donald exclaimed. "Yep, we can switch from those forms into this," Alan explained. "Wow," Goofy said, impressed. Back to the fight, Issei wielded his keyblades and landed several hits on Riku, who was growing increasingly annoyed. He prepared to launch a ball of darkness at Issei, but Sora threw his own attack at Riku. Riku attempted to block it, but Issei took advantage, coming from below and delivering a slash that left a mark on Riku's clothes. "This is getting annoying," Riku shouted. Riku aimed for Issei's friends and Sora's friends, but they were ready. Goofy took the first hit with his shield, and Donald fired a fireball that struck Riku right in the face. Tannen decided to join the fray, grabbing Riku by the hair and slamming his face into his knee before kicking him toward Tiamat. She charged at him with her fist engulfed in flames, landing a powerful punch to Riku's stomach that knocked the wind out of him. Though he staggered, he didn't fall. Instead, he stood there, losing his battle armor and watching as his keyblade disappeared. Riku looked at them for a moment before turning and running away. "Now hold on, Riku," Issei called out. "Say stop. I know Riku isn't himself right now, but he's still our friend. We can't just chase after him like he's a villain," Sora urged. "Says you. You haven't been stabbed by giant icicles," Tannen retorted. "Wait, seriously?" Sora's surprised. "Yeah, but luckily Issei healed me," Tannen replied. "Riku summoned two giant heartless that could have destroyed everything in the world I was in. Riku isn't right, that's for sure, but I don't want to kill him. He's still my friend," Issei said, his voice filled with concern. "So I'm guessing Tiamat started. Let's save Riku and get Kairi back." Sora interrupted. "Well then, let's finish our little adventure," Tannen said. "One final battle before we find a way to send everyone home," Alan added. "As much as I want to see the island again, I can't just yet," Issei admitted. But," Sora began. "Sorry, Sora, but once I send you back with Riku and Kairi, I need to find where I belong. I need to discover who I really am. Please understand, I need to find my past." Sora stared at Issei, feeling upset at the thought of saying goodbye to a friend for a while, but he understood. "All right, but promise you'll come and visit us on the island once this is all over. Riku and Kairi will really miss you," Sora said. "Of course. You're my little brother after all. An older brother always has to be there for his little brother," Issei replied with a smile. "Thanks, Issei. Now come on, let's go find Riku and try to talk some sense into him," Sora encouraged. "Right behind you, but come on guys," Issei called out. "Let's go, Donald," Goofy said enthusiastically. "All right," Donald agreed. Everyone began following Sora and Issei through the castle, searching through rooms to find Riku. However, they soon encountered a familiar figure, Maleficent. "Seems like we will have to deal with you first, huh?" Issei said, ready for a challenge. "No, I'll handle her." "Issei, you focus on getting Riku," Sora insisted. "You sure, Sora?" Issei asked, concerned. "Yeah, believe in me. I'm not as weak as you think I am," Sora replied confidently. Issei smiled and charged forward, following a strange power signature. He believed in Sora and made his way toward Riku, but he sensed something was off. This wasn't the Riku he knew. "Who are you? You may look like Riku, but I know you're not him," Issei shouted. "Heh, I am Ansem the Wise. And it seems you're just in the way," Ansem replied with a smirk. Issei's gaze shifted to his friends, who were struggling to break through a barrier. "I can take you down myself," Issei declared. "Oh, can you now, with those 4 things you call keyblades?" Ansem taunted. "You bet," Issei replied, summoning Oathkeeper and Oblivion while his other keyblades floated beside. "Let's get this over with." I need Sora to fully complete this keyhole. You're just a nuisance, Ansem said, preparing for battle. No way in hell I'll let you lay a hand on my little brother, Issei shouted as he clashed keyblades with Ansem. He began attacking fiercely, but Ansem countered with a dark barrier that sent Issei flying. Recovering midair, Issei fired a barrage of fireballs, but Ansem dodged with ease before lunging at him. Issei narrowly avoided the attack, grabbing Ansem's wrist and unleashing a close-range dragon shot that sent him crashing to the ground. Issei threw his keyblade, stabbing Ansem's arm, then used his other two to stab Ansem's legs. Charging forward, Issei delivered a powerful punch. You pesky brat! Ansem growled. By the looks of it, we're the same age. Issei shot back. Not likely, kid. Ansem retorted, ready for the next round. Unlike me, I have years of practice. Issei, and you're getting beaten by me. Issei charged at Ansem, spinning around in a fiery circle before landing a powerful punch to his gut, sending him crashing into the wall. Issei, home run. Ansem, that's it, I'm done playing games. Ansem began releasing a surge of darkness that pushed Issei against the wall. He saw Ansem charge at him with his keyblade aimed at his heart. Smirking, Issei braced himself for the impact, but he never felt it. Instead, he noticed someone standing in front of him. It was Sora. Sora, hey Issei. I saw you needed some help. Issei, Sora? Sora, we are brothers, Issei. Even if I'm the younger one, I will always be there to protect you. Issei, no, Sora, you can't leave me. Sora, sorry Issei, but this is the end of the road for me. Please save Kairi and Riku for me. Sora fell forward, landing in Issei's arms before disappearing, leaving his keyblade behind and Issei in shock. Ansem, yes, it's complete. Finally, Kingdom Hearts will. Issei, Ansem. Issei unleashed a fierce aura that shattered the barrier blocking his friends and Sora's friends. Tannen, you will pay, you white-haired bee. Tannen charged at Ansem, but he dodged and struck Tannen, causing him to stumble back in pain. Tannen, damn it. Ansem, out of my sight. Ansem prepared to blast Tannen away, but Issei, wielding Sora's keyblade, sliced off Ansem's hand. Issei, you will pay. I will make you pay for killing my brother, Ansem. Kingdom Balance Breaker. In his defensive form, Issei began fighting Ansem again, pushing him back. Ansem, what are you? Issei, I'm a Dragon Emperor. And you will face the consequences of messing with family. Kingdom Juggernaut Drive. Drag, partner, stop. You can't control this form. Your magic storage is enough to keep you safe, but in your current state of mind, you could end up hurting everyone. Issei, kill Ansem. Issei donned a new type of armor that sent chills down Tannen and Tiamat's spines. Tiamat, no way. Tannen, no, Issei, stop. Goofy, gosh, what are we going to do? Donald, I don't know, but this is not good at all. Using Sora's keyblade, Issei commanded his own to fly at Ansem, who barely managed to dodge but still felt the sting of Issei's attack. Issei die. Issei sliced at Ansem, watching as he disintegrated into dust, but that wasn't the end. Ansem, to think you could destroy that shell of mine. Issei turned to see another white-haired man. Issei, Ansem. Ansem, now then, how about we actually get serious? Ansem grabbed Issei by the back of his helmet and froze him in place. Tiamat, what? Ansem, you honestly thought that little power boost would be enough to stop me? Issei, you thought freezing me would do anything? Issei released a wave of heat that burned Ansem's hand before delivering a flurry of punches, knocking him to the ground with Sora's keyblade. Ansem, tsh, pesky brat. Sit die. Issei was about to deliver the final blow when someone stepped in his way. Kairi, stop it, Issei. This isn't you. Please, stop. Issei, Kairi. Kairi, Sora wouldn't want to see you like this. Please, come back to your senses, Issei. Issei, Sora is gone, and all because of him. Kairi, and you think he would want to see you like this? This isn't you, Issei. What happened to the caring Issei we love and care for? Issei wasn't in full control. His anger was overwhelming. He shoved Kairi aside before striking Ansem once more. Tiamat, I'm sorry, but Issei is in full rage mode. No matter what happens, he has one goal, to defeat this man. Tannen, I need to take him down for what he did to my arm. Donald, I can't heal that. Before the group could continue their discussion, they were surrounded by more Heartless. Tiamat, not now. Tannen, we have to lock the door, but Issei is too far gone to listen. The group prepared to fight, even Tannen with his one arm. They didn't expect one Heartless to block Kairi's path. Kairi, Sora? Goofy, Kairi, don't let them hurt you. The group engaged in battle with the Heartless. Alan and Elin supported Tannen, while Tiamat, Goofy, and Donald tried to protect Kairi. But it was too late. She was overwhelmed by a swarm of Heartless. Suddenly, a brilliant light shone, and the Heartless that had piled on her vanished, leaving the group in shock. Goofy, Sora? Donald, no way. Tiamat, that was anticlimactic. Sora, thank you, Kairi. Kairi, Sora, you're back. Thank goodness. Sora, yes, all because of you. Sora turned to see Issei, consumed by rage, battling Ansem in a stalemate. Sora, I have to help him. Tannen, you won't be able to get through to him, he's too enraged. Sora, I have to try. Sora dashed toward Issei, summoning his Keyblade from Issei's hand, leaving him confused. Sora, say. Issei stared at Sora in shock, unable to believe his eyes. It felt like a trick of the mind, and he charged at Sora. Ansem, I'll have to thank you, brat. You've made this easier for me. Farewell. Tannen, TC, he got away. Tiamat, forget that. We need to focus on Issei right now. Issei continued to gain power, fueled by Drake. Sora, you leave me no choice, Issei. I will free you one way or another. Issei, G-I-H. Drake, Sora, please stop him. Sora, you got it. Sora was ready for battle, joined by Donald and Goofy, along with Alan, Elin, Tannen, and Tiamat. Sora, let's do this. Sora charged at Issei, bringing down his Keyblade. Issei raised both arms to block it, but Sora's strength pushed him down to the floor. Sora, I don't want to hurt you, Issei, but you've left me no choice. In a flash, Sora appeared behind Issei and unleashed an ice attack. Issei grabbed Sora by the face and hurled him toward Goofy. Caught him. Tiamat delivered a powerful kick to Issei's face, sending him crashing into a wall. As the mask broke, everyone noticed tears streaming down Issei's face. Issei, Sodara. Sora, it's me, Issei. Please stop. I'm back. Issei's armor began to come off, revealing him beneath. Issei, I'm sorry. Issei collapsed, his Keyblades vanishing as well. Sora, he needs to rest. It seems he was too exhausted. Tannen, leave him with us. That Ansem guy needs to be stopped. Sora, first, I need to close this. Sora shot a beam of light at the keyhole, sealing it. Sora, and with the hearts of the princesses returned to them. As much as I'd like to talk with them, I have to end this. Tiamat, hey kid, good luck. Don't go getting yourself killed. Sora, I'll be fine. Just make sure Issei wakes up well rested. And tell him I'll come back safe. Tannen, be careful, kid. You're strong, even stronger than Issei, but that Ansem guy is something else. Sora, all right. Goofy, we're going with you, Sora. Donald, yeah, we can't let you go off and get hurt again. Sora, thanks you guys. Now come on, let's end this so things can go back to normal. Sora and Donald headed toward their Gyumi ship, leaving Issei to rest. 1 hour later, Issei began to wake up, feeling pain throughout his body. The Juggernaut had drained too much magic from him. Issei, what happened? Tannen, short story, you went berserk and destroyed Ansem's husk, but he's now stronger than before. The only one who can really handle him is Sora. He even managed to damage your armor in Juggernaut form. Issei sat there, ashamed that he had let his anger take control again. What was worse, Sora had easily managed to handle his newfound strength. Issei, I really am weak. Why did these Keyblades choose me as their wielder? Tiamat, Issei. Alan and Elin approached and hugged him gently. Kairi, Issei. Issei looked at Kairi, remembering how he had shoved her aside. He turned away in shame, but Kairi stepped closer, looked him in the eye, and gave him a firm smack, shocking their friends. Kairi, this isn't you, Issei. What happened to the guy we found who always smiled and took care of us? The guy who never gave up, even when times were tough. I remember you fighting a shark with Riku. Issei smiled slightly. Kairi, there was a reason these weapons chose you, Issei. While I'm still trying to process all this, these Keyblades saw something in you that no other Keyblade did. Just have more faith in yourself and trust the people around you. Stop putting everything on your shoulders. Issei looked at Kairi for a moment before he began to have another flashback. Issei, sweetheart, always remember that even when times are tough, I will always be there to support you, no matter what. Issei, really? Of course, honey. It's a parent's duty to support their child, no matter what. Issei, can I support my real friends? If I ever make any? Issei's mother gently held his face and gave him a small kiss on his forehead. When you make those real friends, not only will you support them, but they will support you too. The question is, will you let them support you? Say, yeah, I will. Kairi, huh? Issei, nothing, Kairi. Thanks for helping me clear my mind. Issei got up and spread his wings. Tannen, where do you plan on going? Issei, I'm going to help Sora. He's my friend, and I will support him in anything right now. Tiamat, not to sound rude, Issei, but Sora is stronger than you. What help can you provide? Issei, trust me, okay? Kairi smiled. Issei was feeling confident again, which was a good sign. Tannen, just be careful. You saw what he did to me. Issei, I know, and Tannen, I promise we will find you something for your arm. Tannen, just go and help your brother. Say, alright. See you guys. I will be back, I promise. Tiamat, you better. Issei flew toward the final world, where he sensed Ansem and Sora fighting. Issei, Sora. Sora, Issei? Issei, I won't let you do this alone. Issei healed Sora and stood by his side. Sora, are you sure about this, Issei? Issei, yeah, let's end this nightmare and bring back our island. Sora, yeah, let's do this. Before the battle began, Issei did the unthinkable and fused all four of his Keyblades together, his Pure Ultima, Bloody Ultima, Oathkeeper, and Oblivion, Yang Ultima, to become one. Sora, whoa. Issei, I won't hold you back anymore, Sora. Let's do this. Issei dashed at Ansem, ready to attack, but he passed right through him, leaving everyone confused until they noticed they were now in a dark place. Ansem, no more will you two interfere with my plans. None of you. The true power of the heart is darkness. It came from darkness, and it will return to the darkness from which it came. In the endless abyss. Every heart must fade. Every heart must return to darkness. Issei, that's where you're wrong. Issei clashed Keyblades with Ansem, maintaining a calm expression that surprised Ansem. Issei, that's not a heart's true essence at all. Sora appeared behind Ansem, cutting the cords that held him in place. Sora, the heart may be weak and sometimes gives in too easily. Issei and Sora stood side by side, pointing their Keyblades at Ansem and shooting a beam of light at his heart, stunning him. Sora, I've learned that there's a light that never fades. Issei put a barrier around himself and Sora, blocking all the light beam attacks. Drake, now partner. Issei, Sora is right, because in the end, Kingdom Hearts is light. Issei began emitting so much light that it engulfed Sora as well. Ansem looked away to see Issei in his Kingdom Balance Breaker, and Sora gaining armor too. Sora's armor. Ansem stared at both of them and saw more than met the eye. Issei sliced the giant heartless ship in half, wielding not just 2, but 6 Keyblades now on his back. His Pure Ultima, Bloody Ultima, Oathkeeper, and Oblivion, while still wielding 2 become 1 and Yin Yang. Issei, thank you, Light, for choosing me as one of the Guardians. Sora charged at Ansem, stabbing his Keyblade through Ansem's heart, finishing him off. Issei saw the door open, releasing more light than he had ever seen. Drake, amazing. It really is, but we can't leave it open or darkness will spill out. Issei, Sora, come on. Sora, yeah. Goofy, wait for us. Donald, we will help too. Issei, where were you guys during all this? Donald, sorry, we got sent to another place thanks to Ansem. Issei, I'm joking. Come on, let's close this thing. Issei, Sora, and their friends began pushing the door to close it. Issei peered inside and saw countless heartless, but he didn't give up. He started using his thrusters to keep pushing, but it was still difficult. Then they got more help. Riku, don't give up. Issei and Sora, Riku? Riku, come on you two. Together we can do this. All three of them smiled and with all their might, began to shut the door a bit, but it was still too tough. See, dang it, come on. Tiamat, Issei. Tannen, Brat. Alan, we've got your backs. Elin, always have. Say, how did? Tiamat, we honestly don't know. We just appeared and saw you struggling, so we chose to help. Tannen, and look. Tannen showed his new robotic arm to Issei. Issei, who made you that? Tannen, some guy named Sid. Nice guy. During all this, someone else appeared, a mouse that Donald and Goofy knew well. Goofy and Donald, Your Majesty. Mickey, now you two, let's close this door for good. Donald, come on everyone. Say, but they will. Mickey, don't worry. There will always be a door to the light. Goofy, trust King Mickey. With everything the group had, they pushed, but before Riku said one last thing. Riku, take good care of her, Sora. And Issei, watch over those two for me, would you? Issei, you don't need to ask Riku. I will do it for you, buddy. Riku? See you guys. They shut the door, but to ensure it was secure, Issei pointed his yin-yang blade into the sky, while Sora with his kingdom key and Mickey with his keyblade closed the door once and for all. Issei, it's over. Sora stared at where the door had stood, remembering the time he had with Riku. Issei looked behind him to see Kairi. He nudged Sora to point her out. Sora saw her and quickly ran toward her. Issei was about to do the same, but he felt a force pull him back, separating him from Sora. Issei, Sora. Sora, huh? Issei, seems like my adventure isn't done yet. Sora, be careful out there. We will see each other again, I promise. Sora, Issei. Yeah. Issei, now go say goodbye to your girl, little bro. Sora, it's not like that, geez. Sora ran towards Kairi, blushing, while Issei just laughed. Tannen, you know you could have just flown towards him. Issei, no, something pulled me back, as if Sora has a different destiny than mine. Drake, but as you said, you will meet again, won't you? Issei, yeah we will. Tiamat, so where to now, Issei? Issei, I don't know, wherever this leads us. Issei saw the island coming back, making him happy that his home was back and he would return one day too. Somewhere unknown. And so, let me introduce our new member. Rox. Valet. Well then. Kiba, a Keyblade user as well. Valet. No matter, this isn't important to us. Remember, we are after Issei only. Kiba, and then what? Valet. I actually don't know after that. We'll just have to make the plan as we go. Kiba, alright, we better hurry. Gremory will wonder why we've been gone for too long. Valet. Issei skips the chain of memories and goes to the end. Issei, so Sora is in this now. Namming, that's right. He needs to get his memories back. It will take him a while to actually recover them after what I've done. Issei, don't blame yourself. You did it because you had no other choice. No one could blame you. I'm just glad I wasn't the one whose memory you altered. What? Issei, then we still wouldn't be friends. While you are Kairi's nobody, that doesn't change the fact you deserve friends. Thank you. Issei, well then I guess I should be off. Anami, thank you for returning everything back to me. Issei points to his head and smiles. Namin, it's the least I could do for everything you've done for me. Issei, yeah, but now that I remember, I can't see them just yet. I have to get stronger. Namin, then go back to your world. There are. How do I say this without sounding strange? Lost hearts looking for a new host. Issei, Namin, in the world of Kuo, there are hearts that are strong and refuse to pass on. They want someone worthy to hold them. I think you can be the one, Issei. So if you want to get stronger, I'd go there. Issei, alright, thank you Nan. But before I go, do you have any disguises for me and my friends? Namin, actually I do. Namin pulled out 2 coats for Tanin and Tiamat to wear while she handed Issei a mask, which he put on, changing his style completely. Namin, with this, you can hide your true identity so you won't be detected easily by the organization. Issei, thank you Nan. Issei walked towards Namin and gave her a quick hug. Issei, see you until then. Stay safe. Namin, thank you, Issei. Goodbye for now. Issei walked out of the castle with his friends, but he also saw someone else. Issei, Riku. Riku, heh, good to see you again. Mickey, pleasure. Issei, seems like we are in for more of this chaos, huh? Riku, yeah, I find it funny how you get a mask and I get this BLNDFLD. Issei, because I'm better than you. Riku, oh really now? Issei, want a rematch here and now, Riku? I'll gladly fight you. Mickey, stop it. That's not what we are doing. We all have our roles, don't we? Issei, yeah, I have to go to Kuo. And get stronger. Sora still surpasses me, which is sort of embarrassing. Riku, I know that pain. He easily beats me too. Mickey, well, I guess we should be off then. Tanin, Tiamat, you ready? Tanin, honestly, not really. After what Namin showed me of my people forgetting me and replacing me with Crom, I really have no reason to go there. Issei looked at Tanin, upset, but quickly tapped him on the head, annoying him. Tanin, what the heck, Issei? Issei, we are here to support you, Tanin. Remember what I told you a while back? Tanin, that even if they left me, you would stick with me. Issei, and have we gotten back on that promise? Tanin, no. Issei, then stop whining. Stick with us from now on, pal. Those dragons lost a good leader. Tanin, huh? Thanks, Issei. Enough of this, let's get going. Issei activated his balance breaker and began traveling towards Kuo, determined to grow stronger no matter the cost. With Valley and Kiba. Valley, can you believe we have to help with his training? Kiba, it could be worse. Roxas, is everything okay? Valley, yeah, just didn't want to deal with this. Roxas, sorry. Valley, stop apologizing. It's getting annoying. Roxas, sorry. Valley, why I oughta. Kiba, Valley, cool it. Roxas, so where do we begin? Vala, well, first, let's see how you fight, new guy. Follow me. Roxas, yes. And with that, we are about to witness the adventure of Kiba and Valley alongside Roxas, while occasionally switching to Issei to observe his training. Progress. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Chapter end. Not much fighting, just a short summary of Kingdom Hearts 358 2 days. Kiba, Valley, and Roxas are part of their organization, along with a girl named Xian. Valley, so we've seen Roxas fight, and we also heard you can use a Keyblade, Xian. Why weren't you using it while we were fighting the Heartless? Xian remained silent, not responding. Valley, so not talking again? Oh well, I guess I'll just wait for you to give me an honest answer. Kiba, for now, let's go back to the castle and report. Roxas, you guys can go ahead. I'll catch up with you later. Valley, this is the 4th time you've said that. Where are you sneaking off to, Roxas? Roxas, nowhere, just up that clock tower to relax. It's a nice spot to unwind. Valley, I like that idea. Mind if we join you? Roxas, really? Kiba, I don't see why not. We're friends now, so it would be nice to hang out. Valley, what about you, Xian? Want to join? Xian remained silent and left the group through a dark portal. Valley, she could have at least said goodbye. Kiba, come on, let's go. I could use a break from just listening to Sakes get mad for no reason. Valley, anything is better than listening to that man scream for no reason. The 3 friends made their way to the clock tower, where they sat on the edge and pulled out the sea salt ice cream they had bought. Valley and Kiba had never tried it before, and at first, they found it a bit salty, but then sweet. Kiba, not bad. Valley, I could get used to this. Nice, Roxas. Who told you about this place? Roxas, Axel. Valley, that guy actually does something other than sleep? Kiba, he really doesn't do much when we go on missions. Roxas, Well, he helped me a bit, but it was enough to give me some good training since no one else really helped, other than you guys. Vale, I blame my old friend for making me feel something with my heart. Kiba, or what we have left of it. They are pretending they don't have hearts to fit in with the group. Xemnas knows this since he devised the plan. Roxas, do you guys remember having hearts? Like, do you remember how it feels to have one? Vale, all I can say is, it's something nice to have. My heart loved someone deeply, and I still hope to find them to this day. Kiba, Vale, I got all sappy. Let's just enjoy the view. With Issei in the underworld in Kuo. Issei, so it seems we are here for the heart of Ruvel Phoenix. Tannen, to think that Phoenix is still alive after his death. No one sensed him destroying his family, especially his brother, who looked up to him. Issei, well, it seems they were deep within the Phoenix Castle, in the throne room to be exact. Tiamat, and these cloaks do a good job of keeping our power hidden. Fire-Eye, Tannen, quiet little guy. We can't be found out. Issei, I mean we are bound to be discovered anyway. Issei and his friends sneaked their way into the throne room, discreetly taking out a couple of guards along the way to reach their destination. Issei looked around and found the lost heart sitting on the throne, looking upset. Issei, Ruvel, I presume? Ruvel, you can see me? Issei, yes, and it seems you're feeling a bit broken. Why is that? Ruvel, it's my brother. He's not the same as I remember him. I miss my innocent brother, the one who actually put effort into training, the one who smiled even when he failed. He always said he would get back up and do better, but now he's resorting to cheating tactics, even forcing an innocent girl into a marriage she doesn't want. Issei, who's this guy? Ruvel, my younger brother, Riser Phoenix. I know he can be saved, which is why I'm still here, hoping he can hear my voice and learn from his mistakes. The only progress I've made so far is with you guys. Tannen, Issei, it seems like he could use some help. Issei, I see that. Hey, Ruvel, if I let you take over my heart for a bit to talk with your brother, will you lend me your power? Ruvel, my power? Issei, you see, I'm on a mission to protect worlds, especially this one. The problem is, I'm not strong enough to do it. If anything, my little brother outclasses me. I want to become strong enough to protect him instead of him protecting me. Ruvel, protect worlds? As a Keyblade wielder? Say, how do you know that? Ruvel, everyone in the supernatural knows about Keywielders. There's one in our world that no one can defeat. Issei, do you happen to know his name? Ruvel, no, nobody knows his name. He's silent, never talks. We can't even get a pulse out of him, he's just a walking suit of armor. But he's someone the supernatural will never attack. Tiamat, odd, an armored figure wielding a keyblade? Issei, we'll have to ask the king about that later. For now, Ruvel, my offer still stands. Would you like to use my heart to talk with your brother and reason with him? Ruvel, let's do it. Issei, then let me get his attention. Issei focused on the door, his gaze reaching through the castle until he finally spotted Riser. Riser felt the gaze but only heard a voice calling him. Come to the throne room. Riser did just that, going without question, thinking someone was challenging him. But when he arrived, he was speechless. He saw his brother smiling, and for a moment, he took over Issei's heart to convey his feelings, telling Riser that this wasn't what he wanted. This wasn't the Riser he knew and loved. He wanted his baby brother back, the one who cared for people and didn't see them as mere objects. Riser, in disbelief, insisted that he was lying, that he wasn't his brother, and shot a fireball at him. Ruvel took it without flinching, which only angered Riser further. Ruvel walked toward Riser, absorbing his attacks until he was close enough to stare him down. Riser, Ruvel. Ruvel hugged Riser and whispered in his ear that he was proud of him. Hearing that, Riser hugged back, falling to his knees while Ruvel gently rubbed his back and patted his head. Ruvel, thank you for listening to me, Riser. Now do me a favor, let Rias Gremory go. Even if you marry her, will you truly be happy? Riser, I guess not. She doesn't show any affection toward me anyway. Ruvel, then let her go, Riser, and find someone who will truly love you. Riser, then help me. I can't do anything without you. Ruvel, I'm sorry, Riser, but... Ruvel's body began to fade away, causing Riser to panic. Riser, please don't leave me again, Ruvel. I need you. Ruvel, I'm sorry, Riser, but it's time. I want to see you grow up to be a great man. Ruvel disappeared, leaving a crying and upset Riser to punch the ground in frustration. He looked up to see Issei offering his hand. Issei, your brother is a good man. I'll make sure to keep him safe from now on, Riser Phoenix. Riser took Issei's hand and stood up. Riser, so my brother has lent you his power? Issei, yes. You see, I'm a Keyblade wielder, and I'm on a mission to get stronger. Your brother agreed that if I let him speak through me, he would lend me his strength. Riser, so he's still alive? Issei, within my heart. Don't worry, he's in good hands. But I will need his help to face a greater evil in the near future. For now, this is goodbye, Riser. Don't let your brother's wish go unfulfilled. Issei and his friends vanished, leaving Riser with his thoughts. Riser, I have to talk with Surzex about a certain commitment. Back with Valley. Valley, this is frustrating. Roxas just randomly fell into a coma like that. What do you think happened to him? Xian. Zybar said he just had a random headache and passed out. Kiba, I don't know, that seems suspicious. After a couple of days, they finally got Xian to talk and reveal her true self. They even saw that she wielded a keyblade, just like Roxas, with the same form. Valley, well, all we can do is wait for him to wake up, and once he does, I'm giving him a good reason to wake up. Kiba, Valley, violence doesn't always solve everything. Valley, in my book it does. Valley, Kiba, and Xian went to the clock tower and enjoyed some sea salt ice cream. It took a while, but it was good ice cream. Xian really missed Roxas, and so did Valley and Kiba. Even though they barely knew him, they considered him a friend. But that never stopped them from searching for Issei, unaware that he was always close, watching them. Issei, to think they would join the organization. Tannen, Issei, I'm sure they have their reasons. Remember, they are your friends. Tiamat, they must have a reason to be in the organization. Issei, Namin did say they were part of it, but I'm not sure. Firei? Issei, no, I won't say hi just yet, it's not the time. Tannen, good choice, Issei. For now, come on. We have to gather the other hearts. You've already gotten the Phoenix, now we will go after Lucifer's. Issei, you see, the Phoenix was easy since it was in their home, but Lucifer? You do know his old castle is still heavily guarded. Tiamat, that's why Namin gave us these coats and your mask. Even if we get into a giant fight, they won't know it's us. Issei, I guess you're right. Well, come on, let's go get his heart. The quicker I can become stronger, the better. Xian saw the three and questioned who they were, even pointing them out to Valley and Kiba, but when they looked back, they were gone. Valley, Xian, you must be seeing things. Xian, yeah, maybe. Kiba, we should head back then. Some sleep will do you good. So Valley sent them all back to sleep, but before they could, they got one last look at Roxas before going to bed. Valley, get better, Roxas. We miss you. Day 50. Valley and Kiba went to the clock tower after their mission to eat ice cream. It had become a habit. But when they got there, they saw Roxas. Valley, Roxas. Kiba, boy, is it good to see you again. Roxas, you guys missed me that much? Valley, of course, you idiot. We are friends, remember? Kiba, and it seems someone else is happy to see you. Xian, Roxas. Roxas, Xian. The two hugged, and even though they didn't have hearts, it was just an instinct, making Valley wonder. Valley, it's almost like these two have hearts. Kiba, seems like Valley noticed it too. The next day was a time for relaxation. It felt like a small break for everyone. Valley and Kiba went to Kuo, but they were greeted with news from Rias. Rias, you guys have been gone for a while, but good news. Riser canceled the commitment. I'm free. Kiba, great. Valley, okay. Rias, aren't you happy? Valley, I could care less. Kiba, after what you tried to do to my friend Issei, I could care less what would have happened to you. Akino, Kiba. Valley, no, he's right. I've seen how Rias treated Issei when he was around us like garbage. If anything, I would have been happy if you married Riser to teach you a lesson. Kaneko, I agree with Vala-senpai. Even forcing me to attack someone innocent the first didn't like it, but you forced me. Rias, I've apologized so many times already, but you guys needed training. I wanted to be freed from this. Kiba, well, hope you're happy, because of your selfishness, my friend Issei is missing the only guy to make me realize my full potential. Issei, if you knew how close I was. Issei was on top of a building, looking down at his friends. He was happy they were worried about him. He wanted to present himself so badly, but he couldn't right now since he needed more hearts to save. He had already collected Phoenix, Lucifer's, Hades, a wolf-human hybrids, and a Nicomeda's heart. Now he was after a Dragon Slayer's heart. Tannen, so this Dragon Slayer, do we have a name? Issei, Acnologia is the guy's name. He was an evil dragon, but after being defeated by some guy named Natsu in the Fairy Tail faction. Tiamat, wait, Natsu as in Natsu the dragon-slaying king? Issei, the one and only. Tiamat, oh no, this may be bad for Tannen and me. If we are going towards his location, he can easily sense us, even with the coats. Issei, crap, so this may be a bit tough because it's in their faction. We may have to ask them nicely. Maybe that will work? Tannen, it's either we go for the Dragon Slayer's heart or we go for the heart of God. Issei, I'm not ready to go for his heart yet. Especially with her there. Tiamat. Then Issei, I hate to say this, but you will have to go on this mission alone. We can't afford to fight a Dragon Slayer. Issei, well, it seems like I have to go on my own. See you guys in a bit. Take care of Kiba and Vala for me. Issei jumped to an incredible height towards a village with the faction building in the middle. Issei, so this is Fairy Tail, huh? Might as well knock, don't want to seem rude. Issei did just that. He expected a response, but nothing came. He tried again, only to feel a hand on his shoulder. And just who are you? Say, calm down, I'm not here to fight. I came here in search of something, I bring you no harm. Nice try, bud. Like we'll ever believe you with a mask like that. Issei, I'm sorry, but I'd rather keep my look hidden. Fine, if I'm not welcome I'll go. Sorry for giving you trouble. Natsu. Gray, have more respect. I do apologize for my friends here. I'm Natsu Dragneel, leader of the Fairy Tail faction. Issei, I'm Issei Hayudu. Nice to meet you, Natsu. Natsu, well Issei, these are my friends. Gray, Urza, and Lucy. Issei, pleasure. Issei bowed to show respect. Gray, Tisich, I still think it's a bad idea to trust you, especially with someone who won't show his real face. Issei, sorry, but I have my own secrets about why I wear this. Lucy, did you get into an accident or something? Issei, no, I just keep my identity hidden so the three main factions don't find me. I'd rather not be their guinea pig. I fight for my friends, not just one group in general. Natsu, hey, I like this kid. Thinks like a Fairy Tail member. Issei, no, I just think like a normal human. Lucy, you are human? I expected you to be like a demon or something with that mask. Issei, nope, purely human. I just have a sacred gear and I can wield keyblades. Upon hearing that, Natsu smirked. Natsu, a keyblade wielder, huh? I've been waiting for years to fight one. Issei, actually, that's sort of the reason why I'm here. I'm collecting certain hearts to make me stronger ones that are released but refuse to pass. The guy Acnologia, the one you defeated, I've come for his. Urza, why would you be after his? Issei, his heart, while it has dark energy, for some odd reason, it's really just pure like it's asking for another chance to redeem itself. Natsu, Echem. Issei, that's why I'll ask you Natsu. Would it be alright if I obtain his heart? Natsu, on one condition. Issei, and that is? Natsu, you fight me afterward. I want to see how strong a keyblade wielder is with my own eyes.